Hmm? Now we just sit and wait. Come before anybody gets on here.
I'm cold.
You're cold?
I'm cold.
Right.
I'm freezing.
I am too, but that's going.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hang on, Bubby. Nobody's in here yet. You gotta give
Hurry,
it a
run out and
minute.
do that real quick.
When you come in, you can tell them what you did. What you guys are doing, I guess. Hurts like right here. Yours?
No, I just got the chills, but don't rub so hard. That hurts. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What's up, everybody? Tom Doby. Tom, I messaged you on Facebook last night. Gorilla Lawn Care. What's up? What's everybody doing? We just got done eating dinner. I thought we'd come on here for a little bit.
Oh,
Let me look. You better look, Tom. Let's see. Let me look. See, you're growing the beard back. Yeah, I don't know if I'm growing the beard back or just lazy. I don't know which one it is. It may be a little bit of both.
hi, Mark.
That's Mark.
Hey, kids.
What's up?
Not much. Sitting, relaxing.
Yeah, us too. I was watching Joe Rogan on Spotify, and I don't know how to get the video to it. All I have is the audio. And I thought, well, let's go live for a little bit.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've just been sitting here ready to start getting back into editing again because I got a video I was supposed to have up tonight, but we had granddaughter here all day, so trying to edit with all that racket going on, it just wasn't working. So,
Yeah.
because you know how 4-year-olds are. 4-year-olds never stop, and they just right on it going.
I know how 4-year-olds are. When you guys leaving? Pretty soon, isn't it?
Monday.
Hi, Float.
Mark,
No.
you don't forget. I think it was you who said Tom Dolby mower repair or something. Oh, really, Float? You come in here and say hi to Crystal, but not Gavin?
Everybody likes me.
Yeah. See, you know why? You know why everybody likes you?
Why?
Because you spoil Gavin.
I do.
That's why everybody likes you.
He is very spoiled.
Well, we know that.
We had sub sandwiches again.
Hi, Will.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
We
yeah.
got us a hamburger tonight. That's our first hamburger we've had in a long time.
Yeah, we was out splitting wood, and I said, hey, sub sandwiches sound good. We had homemade sub sandwiches last night and tonight.
Oh, yeah.
After he drops a piece of wood on my foot.
Your foot was in the face.
Do you all have a Jimmy John's sandwich shop around you?
Yeah, not too
In
far.
Joplin.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's about 20 miles, probably.
Because you know, if you go in there in the morning, you can buy the bread that was left over from the day before at a good
really?
price. Yeah. Them are
Oh.
really good sandwiches.
Do they do that at Subway, too?
I don't know about Subway, but I know Jimmy John's does. You know, it depends on the area, but sometimes if they got leftovers, they sell them the next day. At least ours does around here. Vicky buys our daughter brings it because she's one of the managers at Jimmy John's, so she brings us bread every now and then.
Oh, wow. I don't know that I've even ate there ever before. But, Tom, it's Gavin Bowman. Is my Facebook.
Yeah, you and the kid did Chick-fil-A. I've never been to a Chick-fil-A.
Man, Chick-fil-A around here is packed. It's
Never been to one.
it's a Christian-based company, and they're not open on Sundays, but they're outside like the servers, the employees, they stand outside and take your order, and it's crazy how busy they are all the time.
Yeah. Well, they must have good service and good food then.
Yeah, I don't much like it. I mean, the customer service is about the best I've ever had, but I just don't like chicken that much. It's too dry to me.
Well, it all depends on how it's cooked.
Well, all theirs is fried, so it's,
Right.
you know, it becomes pretty dry. Go landscaping. Well, yeah, it's a Chevy. It ought to pull that log. It's a Duramax chipped. You got to go watch some of them other videos where we had a hard time pulling.
Because you were slipping.
Yeah, it was kind of soupy.
Yeah. Yeah, you had 4-wheel spin because all 4 wheels was spinning.
Yeah. Today was pretty easy. It's all just about dried out around here.
Yeah, we had.
All right, well, I'll be back.
All right.
I think we hit like almost 50 today. Real close to it, if not 50. It was close.
I think we was around 60. The high was 62. I don't know what we ever made it to.
I
But
think we got to like 60.
Yeah, it says high at 48, so yeah, that's good for us this time of year.
yeah.
Actually, the guy down the street from us, he shoveled off his side yard, so it dried up a little bit. But then we got 4 inches of snow last night, but it also warmed up and dried out. He's out there with his golf clubs. He's chipping, getting ready for the opening here in a month.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you said it was going to be pretty nasty once all that dries out.
Yeah, we're going to have above normal temperature or above freezing temperatures for the next 2 weeks, and we're not going to be here, so we don't have to deal with all the mud getting tracked in the house by the dogs.
Hey, that's all right, Gorilla. I appreciate you coming in. Everybody's busy. You can't be here all the time.
No, unless you're people like me that would rather be on here than doing other things.
Mark, did you watch my video today?
No, I haven't watched your video today.
I can't really. I'll give it away if I say something, I guess. But we cut down and found some friends.
Oh, I see. You said squirrels. I think you cut down a tree and squirrels or something like that. I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But yes, Tom, that's me. Played on the slopes today. It was almost 70. Wow.
Tell you what.
It's getting close.
Yeah, everybody's ready. You know, everybody's got the cabin fever. We're done. We're ready to go to work. Get out playing in the sun and the warm. And some Lonsies, like Happy's family, I think they're already cutting already. And Jason and Christine, Jay's Crazy Cuts, I know they're cutting.
I wasn't ready till yesterday when it started, warming up and you get outside.
Right. Yeah, as soon as you get a day it's up above 50 and it's nice and sunny, you're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Doug. Yeah,
oh, Tom, it's just a picture. Come on now.
Is it Eden?
Yeah, Doug's in there, yep.
We got this spot where we was cleaning, where we cut that tree down, and the girl, she said, well, why don't we ever do anything with these leaves? I said, well, because you don't use the rake. So we started up both the leaf blowers, and she was down there by herself for about an hour just blowing leaves.
Sometimes that's just relax and just going out and blowing them leaves around. Sometimes it's a lot of fun.
They're so thick and underneath wet, and that, what is it, the BG 200? It just don't
See you
have
later, Will.
it don't have the power to, move them leaves. What?
After an hour of leaf blowing by myself, I finally realized you guys left me.
You thought we were still there helping you? Yeah, we left a long time before that. Hey, Will, we'll see ya. Thanks for coming in. Worked on equipment all day.
Oh, there's.
I gotta get my shed cleaned out sometime.
In the backyard. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm running away. I gotta get hugs and kisses.
Okay, hang on. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna mute this just for a second.
Okay, so I guess Happy's is. I thought it was Happy's I saw. I know, maybe it was somebody different because I know Jay's Crazy Cuts. Christina said she was happy to mow, and that's what she posted on Facebook. Anyhow, so maybe it's Happy's.
Where are they from? Somewhere down
Jay's
south.
Crazy Cuts is in Louisiana, I think. Could be wrong on that. And Happy's is where the heck are they at? North Carolina, I believe.
Okay.
Something like I can't remember where.
Well, if it's anything like last year, it'll be about 2.5 weeks, and we'll be starting.
And Doug says he thinks they're 2 weeks away from
or March.
We're, if the weather stays the way it's going right now and continues on, which it might, because it's done that before, we might be out in end of March. Well, it all depends on how fast things dry up.
Well, crap.
You're frozen.
Hey, go. 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 Now. Go. Run.
Run. Either something died or something's going on there. But Gavin will be back. So how's everybody else doing here? So see Dirty's in here, Power's in here. Will just took off. Tom, I see him making comments. Oh, I don't know if Float's still around here. I just got done watching Float's videos, the last TikTok video I put up on Facebook. And let's see what else. I didn't watch much of anything else today. He's still frozen. And he's gone. So we'll just hang tight. There he is.
Sorry, guys. I was hooked up to her phone, I guess, and she went to leave and started getting in the truck, and it cuts out. I thought I was hooked up to mine. I didn't hook it up. It just automatically connected. So.
Well, yeah, technology does that.
Oh, yeah. We need to get Wi-Fi, I guess, but we're kind of landlocked or monopolized down here to one service.
That's where we are. We got Spectrum, and that's it. And it's a slow Spectrum. So
yeah, Eden, it's getting pretty close. It'll be here before we know it, I'm sure. If everybody doesn't get their stuff ready, they're going to be behind.
Yeah. North Carolina, yeah, that's what I thought it was North Carolina.
Yes, Tom, she took the Wi-Fi with her.
Well, we got that new truck we got. It's got the Bluetooth and the phone hooks to it all the time. So I got to make sure that the Wi-Fi is turned off because I'll be talking to somebody and I happen to be near the truck and the truck will pick it up. Yeah. That's the most irritating thing in the freaking world.
Yeah, I got on here and it just connected automatically. I assumed it was my phone, but evidently it was her phone.
Yeah, we're going to be trying out the Wi-Fi hotspots, which I should probably try them out tomorrow.
Ours works really good. We got US Cellular, and you've seen it. I had 5 or 6 people up here before, and really no problems.
Right.
Hi.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Good.
That's good.
I'm playing my
Sure.
PS4.
Playing the PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
Scoot over a little bit. There you go.
I tell you what, kids nowadays got some better games than when we were kids.
Oh yeah.
A lot
we don't-
nicer games.
We don't let them play it usually throughout the day very much at all. Especially if it's nice outside. They need to be outside being kids.
Right.
And they're like, well, my friend's this and my friend's that. And I said, well, that's not what I believe. I don't believe you should be on a cell phone or a tablet or a computer all day.
Yep.
And then they, down at the park, there were some kids down there. So she went down there and played, and he rode the four-wheeler, and then I got on the four-wheeler, and
He broke the tire off.
I pulled the tire off the bead. So
Yeah.
That happens.
He's mean.
Trucking down under, no, we're gonna probably go look and start negotiating next week.
Have they got any leftover models from last year?
No, what
So-
I'm looking at, and I'm very serious about, is the Snapper 52-inch Pro Series.
Yep.
And all I have is just a residential, my Hustler. It's real small. Then you sit on that thing, and there's so much there. Like, it's big and bulky, and
Yep.
there's a lot of mower.
Oh yeah, that's the way the Gravely is. It's a lot. Vicky don't like running the Gravely because it's so big and but it weighs the same amount. It just that it seems like it's bigger because the platform is bigger and the seat sits different and
And you feel like you're on a zero-turn tractor, like an actual tractor. And we know these people really well. We deal with them summer and winter, with all our chainsaw stuff, and we've really become pretty good friends with them. So
right, and that's a good thing right there.
yeah, I like the Hustler, but like I said, the place, it's only a half a mile away from me, but he's the only one that works there. The owner, he owns it. He works on everything. So if we need something during the summer, he's not going to be able to do it.
Right.
So these other people, they're only about 15 miles away, and that's where everything we mow. If we got to go to Walmart, that's where we got to go anyway, or mow or
Right.
anything. So I'll probably go to start talking numbers with them next week.
Yeah, because you keep talking to them and get a good relationship with them. They'll be taking care of you for a long time as long as they're a good dealership.
Yeah, they always did last year. Anything I needed, they were 2 weeks behind.
Right.
They put us up front every time. And then another guy I know, he went in there, an old man. He said, well, they said they're 2 weeks behind. I said, well, I mean, that's because you don't do this every day.
Right.
You're just somebody that needs something fixed. It's not your livelihood.
Right.
So that's good. And we really do like them. We become, pretty decent friends with them. So.
Yeah, that makes a big difference too.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Dirty was saying down there he run Snapper Pros 52s and never had any issues. And most generally, you don't have any issues with any kind of commercial mower, but every now and then you get one that's always a bad one from the start. It's always bad.
Well, it's kind of funny. I got on YouTube and YouTubed the Snapper Pro Series, and I was watching a video, and then I heard a voice in the video when the guy started talking. I thought, that sounds familiar. And then I went on to the next video, and finally I turned my phone back vertical, and it's Drew Bear.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was his videos, but I said, man, that voice sounds so familiar. It was him. And then I messaged him because he's got one, but he has a 61-inch. And
Right.
he's actually selling it, but 61's too big for me.
Yeah, see, that's why we're not going anything bigger than a 52 because 52 is the maximum I could fit with the blower system on my trailer, and that's tight.
Yeah. Well,
And
we
not
can't.
only that, it's still a little bit too big for some of my yards, but I have to use it in the spring at certain times because the grass grows so fast, and I don't double cut nothing. So
Yeah, we can't get in the backyards if I go bigger than 52. Even a
right,
54, I'm not sure a 54 would get in half of mine.
right,
Then I have others where it doesn't even matter. I could use a 61 and be fine, but
right.
there's no sense in doing that. And I don't know if I'll maybe trade my Hustler in or if I'll keep it.
I would keep it if you could.
I want to keep it just for my yard.
Right.
Is it, like I said, it's rocky and all that. So I'll
And it's
probably
nice to have a backup too.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that 36-inch I bought, and it's going to be probably midsummer by the time I get it up and running and trying it out. But walk behind, and there's a few yards I can use it on. I just have to get a little side bagger for it.
Yeah. Yeah, David at Hazardra, he said that snappers are basically a Ferris. I don't know, but that's what he said.
See, they're all really close to anymore. Snapper, Ferris has got a better suspension, but the Snapper, the X-Mark, the Graveleys, the Aarons, they're all real close.
We looked at Bad Boys too when we was at that dealership, and they have some that's got an independent front suspension.
Yeah, and they got some with the independent rear suspension too.
Yeah, I'd never seen that. It's always one solid bar, on the front, but this is got independent suspension. I'm like, my gosh, that's like driving a Cadillac.
Yeah, see, and that's Country Clipper has got a pivot point in the front too. Theirs is a straight axle, but it pivots. So
Yeah. And she found a grasshopper too. I don't know really anything about him. A buddy of mine, he's got one, but he just mows his yard.
yeah, I got buddies that run grasshoppers for years. That's all they ever run. They're fine.
I like how the deck, it kind of pivots in the middle.
Yep.
It's got a pivot point.
Yep.
So that's good for, going from flat land up a hill
Yep.
a little bit.
And not only that, it does a nicer job of mowing because you don't have that high spot in a dip because it'll reach down into it.
Yeah.
So that helps.
So she found one, and I don't know. It's hard. There's so much out there, and everything's getting so good.
I know.
It comes down to dealer support most of the time, I think.
Yeah, that is it. And right now anymore, it's not really so much dealer support as it is dealer having parts on hand.
Yeah.
Because I don't take anything in. If it's a warranty issue and I can't fix it, then I take it in. But other than that, if I I can usually fix it for under $100, so it's not even worth me taking it in for a couple of days and dropping it off when I can just fix it that same day.
Yeah. And that's where it was getting with my Hustler, because that same dealership, when I bought my mower, they had Hustler. And then they had fallen out and switched to Bad Boy. So when I
Right.
went down there, anything I needed done, they didn't have the parts for it because they're not a Hustler dealership anymore.
Right. See, that's like us with the two Skags we got. We don't have a Skag dealership in the area anymore. They went out of business. So
Littles, what's going on?
But I'll be seeing there probably the Skag rep sometime again this summer because he said last year that he was hitting all the dealerships up and trying to get something going from one of the dealerships or the other three that we got going. But
So how does the demoing work? Like what? I mean, you just go and ask them if they have a demo, and then you take it and mow for a day.
if you're lucky, they'll let you do that. But we don't have that opportunity to demo anything because no one will let us take anything.
Hmm.
So if I want to demo something, I have to set it up through the factory rep there.
Oh yeah. I know it'll mow better than mine right now. It's got to. I mean, mine's 6 years old and residential.
Well, you never know because sometimes them old mowers work better than the newer ones.
What are you doing? So what's everybody doing?
I know we're getting ready to go. We're starting to load everything up tomorrow morning. I'm filling the tanks up, putting the chemicals in the tanks, and turning the furnace on tomorrow night. The tank heaters, and we'll be taking off Monday morning. We'll probably have to drive about 3 hours, and we'll be in warm enough weather where we won't have to worry about nothing. So it's supposed to be pretty nice. So we're gonna have high winds when we first take off. So that's the only problem we're gonna have.
Yeah, that's the thing today. It was nice, but the wind, just makes it kind of chilly.
Doug at the bottom. I demo by giving them 10 grand and mow until I sell it. That's pretty good, Doug. I like that one. That's how I do it too.
I need to get it, at least in my opinion, a week before we start mowing.
Right.
At least so I can drive it around here, get used to how it turns, and
make sure that there's no hiccups in it, something's loose or whatever. So
yeah.
Because when we get back, I'll start filtering all the equipment through the shop there, and I'm going to be checking all the hose clamps on hydraulic lines, and I think, but I'm not positive, I might have to change the hydraulic oil on Gravely. I'll have to look at it. It's getting pretty close.
And we got that bid in. I haven't heard anything. We know him fairly decent too, but those 5 ambulance stations, and one of them's 4 acres, so it'd be nice to have 2 mowers, but then also I can't fit 2 mowers on my trailer.
Right.
And I'm not gonna get a mower and a trailer this year.
Right.
I'm just,
because that's what we do is we don't take all the mowers with us or use them all day. We just have certain mowers we use certain days, and that's where we just load them all up for, I guess, or schedule them all that same day.
Yeah, that's what we would do is try to do them all on one day, get them all done.
Right.
Yeah,
most generally, we're carrying 2 0-turns all the time.
Yeah.
2 0-turns and that 30-inch walk behind that Toro Time Master. And
yeah.
then once I get that button Bobcat thing there, once I get that run, that'll be sitting alongside the 30 up in the front there. So.
Yeah, Justin, it is time for a bigger trailer, but no matter what, I'm not going to get a bigger trailer this year.
Right.
Unless I was to hit the lottery or something, but I'm not gonna do it just because I don't have to do it, I guess. Hi, Danny.
Y'all go Lanier Lawn Care, go subscribe. Just wanted to come in and tell everybody that. Everybody have a good night.
What a Danny.
What'd you say?
What?
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good because we didn't hear nothing either.
Oh, I see that eye starting to heal up a little bit.
Yeah, I got some. I've been putting some. Well, I got all the super glue taken off of it last night to where now all it is scab pretty much.
Right.
And
Oh wow.
Yeah, now I'm just putting ointment and scar cream on it to try to not have it scar as much.
Right. But that was a classic Danny there. That was funny.
I can see it better now than I could last night.
You what?
I can see your eye better now than I could last night.
My actual eye.
Well, your eyebrow.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't hardly
Yeah,
see.
last night it was all white from the super glue.
Makeup.
So
You
it
put
was starting to peel
makeup
off.
on
So
before you go live. Don't you?
what? Makeup. I don't need no makeup. I look good regardless, scarred or not.
I figured your wife did your makeup before you went live every time.
No, Littles, I didn't watch Mike's new video yet.
What's going on, Littles? Littles Lawn Care.
What's Danny doing?
Nothing. I figured I would honestly. I got the garage cleaned up. Got part of the 2021 video going. Like, man, I still got a lot of stuff to do. Because I'm dropping. I'm gonna start dropping everything pretty much close to the 15th. So it's just a lot. It seems like I don't have enough time in the day to do anything. But
Yep. I know the feeling. That's why we went back to posting one video a week and then doing some lives because the way I edit now, it takes me forever because of what I'm trying to do. And
I was looking at the pictures from last year, and I was mowing March the 8th of last year.
Yeah, we mowed probably about right there too.
I'm kind of curious what's going to happen this year. It's 50s is what the weather is going to be like for the next week at least. So
yeah, everybody's going to be up there nice and warming up.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So I mean, if it stays like that and then it starts warming up a little bit more, I got a feeling the second or third week of this month of March. I'm not ready for it though. I'm not ready at all.
We're ready. Equipment might not be ready, but we're ready.
I'm ready. All that everything's ready equipment wise. I want to be lazy for another month.
Well, because we just got another 4 inches of snow last night, so that created more freaking water everywhere. And we just got we're gonna be taking off for 2 weeks, and that's gonna miss all the mud season. So hopefully, when we get back, everything's all dried up, and we start going picking up sticks in the yards. That's the biggest thing is picking up all them stupid sticks and the branches everywhere, and flipping the sod back over that the plows hit, and try to get all that before it starts growing up again. And that way, it's when we start doing the quick cleanups, it's done.
Yeah. Littles, I looked into the Toro, but I don't have a dealership around me. I have to go an hour and a half to the next dealership that I know of. So they're kind of out. Even if they are a good mower, I just can't drive an hour and a half to
Right.
have something worked on.
Well, see, that's the whole thing because that's a whole day. When something's an hour and a half away, the whole day's shot.
And I may have one closer, but she found one in like Van Buren, Arkansas, and the Arkansas state line's 35 minutes from me. You know, even if it's 45 minutes, that's still
not bad. Yeah, see, if I want to go to a Skag dealership, now it's an hour and 15 minutes away, which isn't too bad. But I can also call them up and ship it right to my house. They'll ship me the parts, but so, that's if I need it in a hurry, I just run down there and get it. But I think I'm doing pretty decent on spare parts that we have. I just got to get some belts for the Gravely this year, and I'll have a belt for every single mower I have.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing when you blow a freaking belt in your middle of nowhere.
Yeah. What's David doing? Are you there, David, or you fall asleep on us?
David must have fell asleep.
I guess so.
We're pretty boring,
Well, we do.
There, I have my microphone turned off.
Oh, okay, there you go.
He's got a John Deere on his picture anyway. Just get him down.
Yeah, I'm handicapped according to you, but you run Echo, so I don't know what you're talking about.
There you go, David.
Still running.
You guys aren't being very nice to each other.
We never are.
That's because we got to jerk each other's chains. It passes the time along. That's what friends do is tease each other.
Oh, that's cranky.
Yeah, that's cranky.
Yeah, that's see it right away. You're number one there. Well, at least someone thinks you're number one, Danny. That's all that matters.
Hey, I took Float's place. I'm happy.
Oh. So I might be meeting up with Franco Tuesday or Wednesday in Florida.
That's sweet.
We're going to be like 45 minutes from his house, I think it is.
Yeah, what did he say? He said it was.
There's a handsome devil right there.
Danny, what the hell did Franco do to you?
Well, we don't talk about it. Will you heal me up? Will you be my nurse?
No.
Oh my
What's
goodness.
up,
He's giving you the stink guy there too.
Working, man. I'm all dirty. I've been working all day.
Me
Getting all
too.
getting all my equipment ready.
Equipment ready.
Yeah. I put tune-up kits in all my handhelds. The backpack blower. The mowers are ready. Assembled a little bit more racks. So yeah, I was working, man. And I put the accelerator bagger on the 36 today. So.
Well, if I want to get to my trailer, I have to put it in 4-wheel drive and mash on it.
Oh my gosh, Mark. I'm going to show you, okay? Hang on. I got to switch cams. My garage is a disaster.
Uh-oh, here we go.
My garage is a disaster too.
No, Danny.
So is mine, if I had one.
If I had one.
And we all know Danny's got like the cleanest setup on YouTube.
Yeah, Danny, I had to unload my enclosed trailer when I sold it, and I threw everything in the garage. It's over here.
It doesn't look like it's thrown.
Well, that's not too bad. You can still walk in there.
Oh my gosh, Mark.
You can still walk
I
in
got
there.
a
Look
trailer
at that.
right here, and then out the door there, and then you got to kind of go around the bagger on that. But oh yeah, I got the new bagger on. See, it's all done.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. It I like it. So yeah, we're good. I ran it down the street, and there's some pine cones in the road. And I engaged the blades and sucked up pine cones because there's too much snow in the yard yet.
Right.
And then I had to put the mount and everything on for the accelerator for the 36. Yeah, so we mounted that all up today.
We cut down some trees and got some wood split and stacked.
So Danny, you're gonna love this one. Danny's gonna just jump up in joy for this, I'm sure. So
Yeah,
don't start looking at my crap. So Danny, I love my Echo stuff, right? I mean, you can see, right? Echo. But I do not have a good Echo dealer here. And my Skag dealer is a Steel dealer. So I'm switching to Steel handhelds because I've got great dealer support. Anyway, so we're over there at my dealer yesterday. And I said, hey, what's the spring dealer deal this spring? Have you got notification? He said they canceled it. Steel canceled it because of supply issues. And he said that they only guaranteed him his initial shipment for spring. And then after that, they're not guaranteed supplies for anything. You may get them, but they're not guaranteeing you're going to get them because they have a supply issue.
Yep.
So, Mark, while we were there, we didn't plan on it, but we went ahead and grabbed it. We went ahead and picked up Laura's new video.
The 94R.
The 94R, yep. So, yeah, we got that, and then I tore it apart immediately. Took the stupid guard off and put a speed feed head on it. So,
Yep. That's what
Anyway,
we do.
so I
And
don't
Danny
know.
loves steel products.
Hopefully we don't run out of. Hopefully we don't run into an issue with supply of parts this year. That would really, really suck.
Has anybody that uses steel tried the I think it's a C26C head, like the speed feed type head that Steel makes.
I have not.
Echo's the best.
I made a video
No.
about. I made a video about one not long ago. I haven't used it yet, but I've got one and I've put it on my trimmer, and I'm really looking forward to trying it because I thought about getting a speed feed, but I got this head that's used, but it's barely used. I got it for free, so I'm really looking forward to trying it out.
Nope. The only way to go is get the Speed Feed 400, and if you want the big one, get the 450 because they are simply the best.
The 450s, it is when I put that 450 on my my Echo, just the smoothness of it, just taking the vibration out of the handle was well worth every penny of it.
Look at this one here.
Hey, do I have a mod to get rid of SC here?
Yeah.
SC?
Deal.
Yeah. What, you need them timed out?
Yeah, I got you. Hang on, Bowman. I got you.
I'm
buddy.
sure Danny will.
Look at I gotta show you this one.
Lon, you say? All right. You want him in timeout or blocked from the channel? Period.
Well, I think he just needs a time out just to cool down, to contemplate what he just said.
Yeah.
So,
He needs
So-
a little
You
spanking.
disagree, man. Like, everybody around here, I could take you to 10 lawn care companies that own a 94R, and they'll tell you they're the biggest piece of shit they ever ran.
yeah, it's really light though, and it's for the wife. So
Yeah, they are light,
Yeah.
but they just
well, we're gonna give it a shot.
Power wise, it does not feel like a 24cc trimmer to me at all.
Well, Danny, I'm used to running the 225, so it's
Yeah.
not gonna be
Oh yeah, well you'll be just fine. I mean,
right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
run the,
Oh yeah.
So this is a speed feed head, guys, and this is
And
how
I
you
couldn't
bolt-
blame you anyway. I mean, dealer supports everything. Like,
Oh,
if
it
that's
is.
if that's what your dealer carries, shit, that's what I'd be running too. To be honest,
No,
with you.
and I actually have an awesome dealer. But I wanted to show you on the speed feed. So if you bulletproof them, I don't know if you guys ever seen that. You put a bolt in the head.
Yeah, I've
and
seen
it
that.
protects your cap. So I bulletproof mine. But this speed feed right here, if you look at the eyelets, see the groove? There we go. See the groove from where the line gets in it?
Oh yeah.
Right there. Right there.
Yep.
This speed feed head right here is a 2014.
Yep.
And those eyelets have been in there since 2014. It has had a few caps, though. It's been through a few caps. I just put a new cap on it. But yeah,
Don't
so
have to.
if you want the best head out there, man, you get the speed feed. Like I said, 2014, and this thing gets run daily.
You don't have to bulletproof a steel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They're bulletproof already, Danny.
Here's
That's because they got a big knob on the bottom that sticks out this far.
okay.
where the
So
head
here's
don't ever
what
touch
I
the
do with
ground.
my steel caps. There you go.
Oh, don't you better send that to David. He
No,
will
I
have a
was-
damn
Hey,
feed.
hey! If he sends that to me, I'll gladly take it. I can't have enough of them things.
No,
You
I've
better
got a
send that to David. Oh my God! Don't let him see you throw that away.
I got a friend who runs steel heads, and I'm giving him this one. So it's
Hey,
a 25
Eden?
to you.
Eden, you got some pretty smart friends, don't you?
No, he's not. He runs guards as well. Guy's just not that smart, man. I'm telling you, no. But yeah, so there you go. 2014, and it's still original, other than the cap. I think I've been through 2 or 3 caps on it, but you can see those. Look at those eyelets, man. That's ridiculous. They groove out. But you got to remember, this is daily use since 2014.
Right.
You know, so no
Like I
complaints.
said, I've not used the Echo Speed Feed, but my problem with them is the exact same as the Husqvarnas. I have used the Husqvarna, and from what I've seen about people saying about the Speed Feed, they got the exact same problem. When that head wears out, that spring and the guts and them things just fly out, and you have to replace more than just one part. Steel, you can only replace one part, and you're good to go.
So see, speed feed heads, you can order each individually.
If you don't run it across the ground and you trim like you know what you're doing, you don't have to worry about it.
Right. Well, so there you go. So you look at that. Manufacture October 2013.
See, I go through one cover a year
Right there.
just because I'm always bumping the head on the
Yeah.
And this is the old.
when I'm advancing the string.
This is the
Yeah,
old
that's
school
not bad.
225. See, it's got the old rubber foam handle on it. Yep.
Will it start right now?
Oh yeah, on a heartbeat. You want to hear it run?
Yeah, I do.
Show Bowman what a real trimmer starts. up
Okay,
like.
I'll show him what a real trimmer does, Danny, because I do agree. Man, I love my Echoes, man.
Uh-oh.
Danny.
He can't see you. Hang on.
I'm gonna put you in the rack. There you go.
Oh boy, we're being put in a rack.
Well, you're on the
Yeah.
you're on the tripod.
Well, we're being put in a rack, and then he's got to go get the steel. Oh, no, there it goes.
So we'll prime it, and look at this one. It's got some abuse, man. I mean, the choke lever's broken on it. You kind of got to
Well, that's typical Echo.
right. Well, no.
They all do that.
Get him, Mark.
Okay, how many pulls, Danny?
I said
2
4.
pulls.
What?
4.
Who said 4?
I said 4.
Mark, are you crazy? They don't
No,
take
I can't.
pulls on these things.
4.
Hey, my question is, how many times do you got to prime it? My steels, I don't even prime. I choke them, pull them once they start.
All right, let's see. Uh-oh. Is it on? Yeah.
Whoever said 4 was right.
See,
It
all
took
my
4.
Echoes,
Mark, you were right.
all of my Echoes are 4th pull.
All
Every
right, now
single
grab that brand new 94R and let's see what it'll do.
Okay, and it's brand new, dude. This thing only has like 5 minutes on it.
I'm gonna say 14 on that one.
Oh, no. No. Here we go.
Yeah, that's
Three.
brand new though, not 8 years old, David. So
Yeah. Yeah, but you can tell it's brand new because he just touched the trigger, the throttle.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's not even broke in yet.
Yeah, you can tell it's brand new.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Danny. You got to look at that BR800 there. I didn't mean to put that.
hey,
You know.
Hey, Danny, somebody was wanting to know about the
266.
266. I'll have to find it again.
the 266 is pretty much just a 2620 with a Home Depot name. Pretty much what it is. So I mean, it's still a 25.4 cc engine. It's just the older. I don't know what the difference between the old 266s are and the new actual 2620s.
Which is the same engine that's in the 2520s and the 2620s, Danny.
Yeah.
That's still that 25.4. Great motor, man. Great motor. I love that motor.
I've been thinking about possibly getting a lightweight trimmer later this year after I'm getting a good spot financially from the way last year went. But I've been thinking about getting a 94R, but like you say, there's a lot of people that don't like it, and then there's a lot of people that say it's the best thing on earth.
Depends on what you're going from.
Do what?
If you're going from a 225 like Eden is, then you'll love it. I mean, the power is. I mean, to me, honestly, it's like running a 230 Echo. Is what it feels like in my hands. But I mean, it won't come close to hanging with anything 25 cc or above. Like it just don't seem like it has the power.
It's because we're buying Vicky the 56R, the smaller one, because it weighs less and it's like 200 or something like that, or whatever it is. But she runs her trimmer, the Makita. She runs at half throttle all the time, just because she's going around and she don't gouge nothing, she don't scalp nothing.
Yeah. See, I like I love that Red Max, man. That Red Max 260. I fell in love with that. I'll probably end up buying another one of them trimmers this year. I fell in love with that damn Red Max 260. It's just.
Yeah, so we'd get another Makita, but the Makitas are over $400 now, and I'm not going to spend $400 on a freaking trimmer. Ain't going to happen. It's nice to have the 4-stroke where you just dump gas in it, but yeah, we're not going that way anymore. There's too much money.
Our idea on Weed Eaters is this: we only do weeklies. We don't do bi-weeklies.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, how much power do you need to trim a lawn that's mowed every week?
I'm gonna tell you, I don't like a 225.
That's right, and that's why I run the small stuff. It's easier in your arms. It has more than enough power to do the job, and that's what we do. I mean, that's what we do.
See, that's where we're at.
I mean, there's no there's no reason I need to be packing around 28 or a 30 20
111
or
R,
28 or
20 or
there's no need.
a
You're trimming off-
131.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Now I've got the 111R with the Darwin's grip, and I like it. I hardly ever run it over half throttle. Really, what I do, where I run no guards, I have the string out so long I can have the throttle at full, but it bogs it down to where it's not wide open. That's how I run it all the time.
Yeah,
But-
mine are out there too.
But my helper, he has the 131, the KM 131.
Oh my gosh.
And what I'm thinking about doing whenever I get around to it is just pretty much retiring the 131 to mainly the combi use or a backup trimmer, give him my 111 and have myself something kind of small and lightweight. If I don't go with the steel, for steels, I'm either looking at a 94R or a 111RX.
RX, that's a great trimmer too.
Yeah.
It's light.
I looked at both of them, the 94R and the 11RX, at a dealer, and they had the bag with the instructions tied to them. They had the guards on them, the whole 9 yards, like straight off the shelf. I couldn't tell a difference in the weight between the two of them.
No.
Configured like that, They
Yeah.
supposedly are a pound heavier than a 94, but I don't know. But if I go with anything other than steel, it'd probably be a Husqvarna 525 LST or maybe an Echo. Those are my two closest dealers other than steel. I wouldn't mind looking at a Red Max maybe, but it's an hour away from that dealer.
I'm gonna tell you, Husqvarna's the cheapest filling trimmer I've ever held in my hand. Period. Like it does not feel like a $320 trimmer at all.
No, it doesn't.
I've got a buddy of mine that here local. He swears by Husqvarna trimmers.
I bet I know who you're talking about.
Yep.
Exterminator.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a Husqvarna guy.
Like
And
literally,
I've
I bought one and did a review on it. Like I bought it and literally I took $100 loss on it. That was the biggest piece of crap I've ever touched a day in my life.
Yeah.
I would rather go buy a damn weed eater trimmer from Walmart than run that thing.
One of them green ones.
$330. That thing is so cheaply filling made that
Yeah.
there's no way I would like it. It's just amazing to me.
Now I've used the 525L, and it lacked a little bit on power.
Well, you're
Like,
going to be the same
if
about
you
the
get-
LST as well because if you pull the guard, do you run with a guard?
I didn't run the L with a guard, no.
Yeah, if you take the guard off of any of them, I don't care which 525 it is, I guarantee you can take the guard off, tap the head twice, and listen to the power die completely.
Yeah, that's the way the L was. But
There's
it
that
was
bowl of ice cream again.
it was very lightweight, and the thing that I didn't like about it was the heads. The heads, the button wears out, the spring flies out. You might as well buy a brand new head.
Yeah, I put a skate feed on mine when I bought it, and I just did it because I like trying new things. That's the only reason I bought a Red Max was to try new things, and I ended up falling in love with it. That's probably, honest to God, my favorite trimmer.
Yeah, I talked to Danny. I talked to the weed eater guy from my competitor here in town, and that's all he does all day. He trims 20 yards a day. That's all he does. And they bought him the new 260, and he loves it. Loves
I
it.
love the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Outlaw Ookie, what do you have as far as brands of mowers in your area that are close to you? He's wanting to know a good zero turn.
They're all good.
Yeah, you really. It's really all about depending on what you're cutting. I mean,
What kind of terrain you got?
how low you're cutting it, how tall you're cutting. I mean, that has so much to do with it. Because some of these decks will, like I couldn't get a Gravely to freaking pull the grass up enough to cut it.
What kind of mower do you have, Danny?
What?
What kind of mower do you have, Danny?
Yeah, which one?
There's the deck right there.
I got a damn dealership. What do you mean? Which mower?
Danny has his own lot. For crying out loud.
You not seen my garage?
No.
Well, you better have Bowman take you and show you my video.
See, and that's the other thing is every mower cuts differently in different areas.
Yeah, Gravely down south, people love them. But I don't see very many people. Like, there's people around here that have a Gravely, not near me, but like an hour away. Kelso's Clippings. But man, you go watch his videos, and that guy double cuts the big problem. I mean, these huge properties he's double cutting because the grass disbursement is just clumpy. It's just clumpy.
It's time to change blades then.
So
And
Mark,
he talks so good about them, you know. I mean, it could be dry as all get out, and if them Gravely's here just throw clumps. Like, I mean, it could be 110 degrees outside, dry as all get out, and it's still going to throw a clump. Because the disbursement chute on it is so small that the grass has nowhere to go, so it just clumps it out.
so Mark, remember how we were talking about the blower and the Skags?
About the
You were
what?
talking about yours. Yours is the 8-inch or something like that.
Yeah.
See, so here's what they use on the V-Rite 2s. It's the narrower one.
Right.
So
What
it's like
bagger is
it's
that?
the 6-inch.
Is that the Red Magic or is that the Skag one?
No, this is the Skag one.
Oh, okay.
It's the Skag one. And so they use the narrower one, and then of course the smaller tube too, where you had to neck yours down. So this has already got the smaller tube on it, and it maintains the velocity. I fired it up, stuck my hand back there, and man, it blows a crap ton of air. So
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the problem with my Skag and the clamshell is it's got an 8-inch hose on it, and it's just
yep.
it needs to be 7-inch. You cannot be anything bigger than a 7-inch. So
And then it's got the full. I don't know if you're going to see it or not, but it's got the full screen across.
yep, that's what my
back end.
clamshell does too.
Yeah, and then the 2 outlets. And so we'll give her a shot here and see how it goes. You know, we'll give her a good try, and hopefully I don't plug it up, but I don't think I will. It looks.
I don't
pretty
think you
well
will.
designed.
Not that size hose.
Yeah, it looks pretty well designed.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have a problem. See, that's my Protero bagger. I very rarely plug that thing up.
Right.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because if I not paying attention and I fill the clamshell completely full, then I will plug the hose
Then
up.
you'll
'cause they got
plug
nice
it up.
full.
Yeah.
But usually when that happens, I'm out there beating on the hose for a long time because it's packed in there so tight.
Right. But we'll
But-
give her a go. I'll give you a review on it once we get her going and getting some nice spring wet grass. See how it does. That's a good test.
Always is. That separates the men from the boys right there is that tall, wet grass.
Yeah.
You find out
Yeah.
exactly how good your equipment is.
Yeah.
That one yard that got away from you just after it rained. That's one.
So my biggest concern is this. It's got the EFI Kohler 25 horse on it.
Right.
And I know side discharging, I had to slow down in thick grass when it was tall, cutting off
Yeah.
like 6-7 inches because it was just lugging the motor pretty hard.
Yep.
But now you're running the blower assist. You're gonna have to, when you bag, you got to slow down. That's all there is to it. But we'll see how the motor holds up. That's my biggest concern.
See, that's with my Skag. I have to slow it on too. With the Gravely, I just keep right on going with that one.
Well, people that don't run the blower assist don't realize how much power it takes to run them things.
Oh, it takes quite a bit.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, it's
It's
like
a
running
lot.
2 decks. Oh, yeah. My Dixon had it on there too. Yeah, you could definitely tell. So
Yeah. $4,000 clamshell bagger last season. Well, I'm telling you what, I got 2 of them. One on a Skag, one on a Gravely.
MSRP on this whole
but-
setup was $2,500, I think, for the bag and the blower assist. The whole kit was $2,500 MSRP. So
Yeah,
we'll
because it doesn't have all the other stuff there. That's what's nice about the smaller baggers. The price is also smaller.
right, it doesn't have a clamshell for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that clamshell costs money.
Oh yeah, just the clamshell alone, I think it was $2,500
All right,
for who knows why.
all right. Danny's probably about ready to throw up seeing all this cat's eye gold, but sorry, buddy. Hey,
All right,
Dan-
you turn the camera off.
Danny, I got red over here, man. Look, there's red. See?
I got nothing against Skag. I just hated them. I didn't have no luck with them.
I got 2 of them red ones. There's
It'd
another
be
one.
like it'd be like you going and buying a Skag and it being in the shop every week. You'd go away from them too.
Ooh, yeah, I'd be frustrated as well, buddy. I don't care what name's on the bumper. If it don't mow, then I'm not going to be happy.
I was renting mowers and everything else, man. That was the worst year and a half of my freaking life.
Ooh, what mower was it, Danny? I can't remember.
It was the V-Ride 48.
48. What, did it have the Kawasaki or the Kohler?
It was the year before they came out with the V-Ride, or 2 years before they came out with the V-Ride 2. Yeah.
It was the V-Ride 1. Yeah.
Yeah, the V-Ride 1 had some issues.
Yeah.
It had a lot of issues. And, well, the issue was no dealership knew how to work on the damn thing, apparently. I mean, within the first month of having it, the wheel motors were angled.
Oh, nice.
Tying them up. And I was having hydro leaks right from the beginning. Then they fixed that, and then I had hydro leaks again from another hose. They fixed it, and then the bushing on the back of the deck, there's them 2 bushings where them rollers are, and it goes from there to the top of the deck, or the top of the frame, or to the frame. And the bushing on the left side was completely gone. So it was unlevel all the time. So it was missing a shit ton of grass. And so they would go and I mean that was the problem with it. And for a year and a half, 5 dealerships, not one dealership knew what was wrong with it. They would level the deck, and then within a day of mowing, it was back to unlevel again, and then it was back in the shop. And they had the Skag rep, and like I said, they had five different dealerships, plus the Skag rep come out and look at everything, and not one person could ever figure out that it was the bushing on the back of the deck causing it the whole time. So then even though all of this stuff was covered pretty much under warranty, well, I made them start covering the mower being leveled, because I told them, I said, I'm not going to pay for it because something's obviously wrong.
Oh yeah.
And so then I was like, after about 8 months of this, I finally told them, I said, look, well, what do you want us to do, Danny? We're doing everything we can. And I'm talking, guys, I wasn't talking to a dealership. I was talking to the head people at Skag.
Right.
The head people. What do you want us to do, Danny? We're doing everything we can. I said, just replace the whole deck. You've checked the spindles. You've checked everything that had to do with it. Y'all figured out nothing's wrong with it. We know it's a cutting issue. You've changed the belt. You've changed the pulleys. You've changed the spring. You've changed everything. Just put a new deck on it and let's move on. Well, we can't do that. Okay. I said, well, as many issues as I've had, y'all should be able to do. Well, what's the serial number on that mower? So I said, all right. So I gave him the serial number off of it. And he goes, Danny, we don't have any warranty work ever being done on that mower. And I said, are you kidding me? It's been in the shop for the past 8 months. Period. So you mean to tell me all of these dealerships I never bought this mower from are doing all this work for free?
And they just didn't record it.
I said, because I got paperwork showing that it was covered under warranty. But apparently you're saying nothing got done. I said, it sounds like you're trying to cover your ass.
Yeah, I'd be having a problem.
So I told him, I won't never recommend one of your mowers. I won't never own one of your mowers. You couldn't give me one of your mowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that, I would be the same way. I'm the same way with Husqvarna on their zero turns. I'm the same way. I will not buy another one. Because I had one, Vicky was running it, and I had to have the windows down inside the cab because she smelled like burnt oil so bad. That thing was burning so much oil, my customers were complaining of the smell. Wow. What they told me, it was within specs. I go, it's impossible. I'm going to put a quart of oil a week through this frickin' thing. It's not within specs. Oh, yeah, it's within specs. It's like, yeah, bullshit. Yeah, I ended up trading that in, take a loss. I just get rid of it.
Right. Sometimes
probably Hustler if if Hustler would have let me demo mowers, they told me they didn't do demos. That's the only reason I probably ain't running Hustlers. Otherwise, I would have been running Hustlers. I mean, I'm just, I would have never even made it to demo a Toro. I would have just been bought Hustler.
I was looking for the Toro grandstand, of course, when I started buying my Skags, but my dealer's an hour and 15 minutes away. I'm like, I can't do that.
Right.
I can't do that. That's too far.
I mean, I've never had any issues with mine other than I had one issue with it, and literally I took it up there because I was like, guys, I've got to be mowing. Bring it in the morning. We'll take a look at it. They came out there. The guy had it fixed within 5 minutes. It was the main fuse that runs all the electrical.
Oh yeah.
Had from me pulling it up on the trailer and it bouncing. He said that fuse, or not the fuse or the block, whatever it is, will come will just eventually come loose a little bit to where it'll try to start, but it won't do anything. He literally pulled the tank out, pushed that fuse down, and it fired right up. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And he's like, "I said, what I owe you? Nothing." Okay, that's the only thing either one of them's ever been in the shop for. The only thing I've done to them is just regular maintenance. I changed the plugs, changed the fuel filter, and the only thing that I've had to do that wasn't, it was still just maintenance, is the throttle cable.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had, I mean, I can't complain about my Skags. They've been solid for me so far, no issues. So
yeah,
they mow great, and that Velocity Plus deck, that's a great deck.
When it mowed good. I mean, I can't say a word about it. When it mowed right, it mowed fine.
But I've never had an issue. Well, I did have an issue, but it was taken care of under warranty. Everything's been fine, man. I mean, really, they've been solid mowers for me. That sucks. You got a lemon, Danny.
Yeah.
Now these new 30-inch mowers from Skag, do they have the Velocity Plus type deck on them? They have the slant nose style deck.
No, it's not the Velocity Plus.
That's kind of what I thought. I was wondering, because where it's got that slant nose, I kind of thought it may be similar or whatever, and that got me thinking, why don't they put that deck on the walk-behinds?
You'll only get the velocity on the 48 or higher.
Yeah.
36 comes with advantage.
Advantage deck, yeah. It actually is a great deck. My little 36 flat cuts some grass, man. I am so
I got a
impressed
buddy
with
in
that thing.
Oklahoma, and he loves he bought a 36 last year, and he swears by it over that Toro. He's got the Toro 40.
Yeah.
And he hates that thing. He hates it with a passion.
Really?
He said if I was, he said I'd recommend the 36 or the 48. The 40 is junk.
Hey, Danny Cruz says Ray's got a Skag. He'll sell you.
He'll sell you. It's
I'm really looking forward to seeing how my Toro cuts.
Oh, you walk behind, David?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how it cuts.
I'm just looking forward to getting out on the lawn someplace. That
Right,
means
Mark?
it's snowing.
I've got one strip behind my house over here that's melted back about 6 feet because the sunshine reflects off the house all day. But I'm serious when I say we got in the shade, we've got probably 8 inches of snow left, and in 2 weeks we'll be mowing. We'll be doing spring cleanups. That'll be gone because we're supposed to be mid-50s here this week.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Yep. So
Where are you
in
at?
Idaho.
I thought, okay.
Yeah. So we middle of March every year, either the second or the third week of March is when we go out. That's our spring cleanups.
See, ours is middle of, usually around April 15th is right where we go out.
They're about a month behind me.
Yep.
Yeah, we got probably 2-3 weeks, and we'll be out. Probably about the same time Danny.
Yeah, see, we're supposed to be up 40s, upper 40s for the next, fewer upper 30s, but for the next 10 days from what I'm seeing, yeah, it'll be nice. The biggest thing is it'll be dry when I come back. I keep saying that, but I get tired of dealing with the freaking mud.
high 50s, low 60s for the night. They're calling for rain in the morning from between midnight and 5 or 6 a.m. But after that,
we're getting rain right now, Danny.
are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to hit every one of our properties one time in March, just for the cleanups, because there's leaves left over that fell after the snow came
Yep.
down and stuff like that. And so we do our cleanups, and everybody gets hit once in March. And then in April, we usually get 2 or 3 mows on each property in April.
Mhm.
But by the end of April, we're every week. It's full time.
Well, Neil, there,
Outlaw.
What's
Neil,
that?
Outlaw.
Cruz said that the Skag Cheetah, he had a bad experience with that. I demoed a Skag Cheetah on one of them. It was like a fall, whatever the Skag does. The Skag rep did there, and they had all the mowers out there, and I did not like the Skag Cheetah at all. It moved along pretty good, but it was just not comfortable. I hated the seat to start with. I just absolutely hated it.
I think I need to go to Outlaw's yard. He's got weed in his front yard.
That's what I was wondering. Is it weed or weeds? Is it singular or plural? What do you got
Depends
there?
on how many plants are there.
Yeah, I guess.
So I live right on the Idaho-Oregon border. The Oregon border is literally just a quarter mile from the house. And in Oregon, it's legalized over there, right? So I'm at work and I'm like, I'm going to take off early because I have to go see my dealer. And everybody looks at me funny. And I said, wait a second, let me rephrase that. I got to go see my equipment supply facility.
There you go.
Gorilla? Yeah, I don't know anything about the snapper, except I know the old ones were good. But that's what we're looking at too.
Snapper Pro makes one hell of a tough machine.
Well, the Snapper Pro is Ferris.
And Drew loves
Ferris
it. He's got a
Simplicity.
61 inch. If Drew had a 52 inch, I might buy it from him, but I can't go with the 61.
8,700 hours. That's nice, man.
Well, the things run a long time if you take care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I do all the
Yeah,
stuff I do to mine. And I said, man, I could have bought a damn truck for $10,000. I mean, it's just I've got so much money in them that why not? I mean, there's literally I could be full blown mowing all week, dark to morning to dark, and I guarantee you on the weekends my mowers are still getting clean. Like that's just how I am.
Yeah, I'm bad right now. My mowers are all dirty because I didn't get shut up, dog. I didn't get to clean them up last fall like I wanted to, Danny. But I usually wash every other week, just because I don't like my mowers dirty. I'd like to do it weekly. I just don't have enough time, so I do it every other week.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep them clean. I keep them washed. And I think honestly, a clean mower is a much better presentation for your clients as well.
I've honestly, and people, I've got people that tell me I'm full of shit, but I've had clients, neighbors, literally tell me the reason they hired me was because my equipment was always clean.
Yep. That's the way I feel too. I think it's a presentation thing and it attracts people and they realize that you're a clean person, your equipment's clean, you're going to do a good job, and it shows that you're not the $20 mow guy with old beat up mower.
See, I have an advantage over a lot of people, a whole big advantage. I pull out the front of my shop on my zero turn, make a corner around and go around the backside of the building. I'm at the car wash.
Oh, it's right by the house.
Yeah, mine's right down the street.
Oh my gosh.
My shop that I rent is part of the car wash.
Oh, nice.
So
I
just
break
think
out
about
the pressure
this.
washer.
I'm next to the beach. I can get a 9-iron out, put a golf ball in the lake with a 9-iron, and I'm right next to a car wash. And don't forget, every angle of my building is on camera.
Nice.
And I don't have to pay for any of that.
Right. Nice. Hey, I gotta jump. My cell phone's about ready to die, so I'm gonna jump over to my laptop and I'll be right back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the chat. I gotta go get cleaned up for no reason.
For no reason.
No reason.
Hey, at least you're not taking your mother-in-law to Florida. I am. That's why we're going. We offered to take her to Florida to drop her off at her sister's.
Thought you said he was going on
Hey,
vacation.
could you imagine?
Oh, we are going on vacation because she's only going to be with us for 24 hours, and I won't be on vacation.
Oh. I guess it would be a pretty good
Can you-
vacation. You're going on vacation and you're dumping the mother-in-law.
There you go.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Danny had his mother-in-law with him? How he'd look? He'd have two black
He
eyes.
said he was playing pickleball with his mother, which nobody believes that.
Yeah.
You gotta come up with a better story than that, buddy.
I'm gonna have to bring my mom on stream one night and have her tell you all the story. I guess maybe it'll be more believable with her.
Oh, that's just funny though. Because we all do silly things. We all get hurt when we're playing. How many people separate their shoulder getting off the lawnmower? I did.
Yeah.
There we go.
I step off the front, my foot never left the platform, and I landed on my shoulder, separated my shoulder.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he got that on video too, by the way.
What's that?
I said Mark got that on video too, by the way.
Most of it.
Yeah. I watched it. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I fell. I tripped off the mower just out of camera. But you see me walk in front of it.
Yeah, that was a bad deal. Yeah, Powers, I'm the same way, man. I like my truck clean. I like my trailer clean. I like my equipment clean.
Yep.
And if I had time, I would wash it all weekly, but I usually don't have time. So it's usually one week I'm doing maintenance, the next week I'm washing, and then I do maintenance and then washing, maintenance, washing.
Well, see, and that's the other thing. I have unlimited car washes, so my truck goes car wash every time it's dirty.
That's okay.
We pay a monthly fee for unlimited car washes.
Is that the one right by your shop too, Mark?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I want that.
Yep. Because I pull in the main car wash, I come out to the road, hang a left. It's all right there. You can't ask for a better place than that. And then my rent's like $200 a month. There's no way. I can't buy the materials to build that barn for that price.
Right.
Eden, do you use that mower cleaner stuff? That what is it? Purple?
I
Something
am.
purple?
No, so
Huh?
in the past, I used Simple Green. You get it at the dollar store for dirt cheap, and then I recently tried Super Clean, and let me tell you, that's a whole nother level. That stuff works awesome.
Super.
I use Simple Green or Purple Power or something there, and I think it kind of faded my hood on my deer a little bit.
Purple Power will.
I can't,
Purple Power will take the paint shade down.
yeah, I can't remember if it was that or the other, but it faded it just a little bit, but not too off bad. I wash it with soap and wax combined, and I think it helps it some.
But
Yeah, maybe-
honestly, what I do mostly is I turn on the pressure washer and I just pressure wash them off. I don't use any soap, nothing. I just pressure wash it.
That's what I do.
Pressure wash it off. Yep. And
Did you hear me, David?
Huh?
Did you hear me? It's because it's a John Deere. It's probably why it's fading so bad.
See, what I do is I use the engine degreaser on my mowers at the car wash, which is Bypass is the name of the product, and that stuff is just some nasty strong stuff. But you just with that stuff is I blow all the heavy stuff off, and then I put the engine degreaser stuff on it.
I just heard him. He's in the vent.
Cleaning it all up.
He's in the vent down there.
how do you get in the van?
Probably through the movie theater.
Oh my gosh. I gotta go, guys.
Hey, I appreciate you stopping in.
I gotta go get a cat out of a wall.
A cat in the wall. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Have fun with that.
I don't know how he got in there, but I'm gonna go figure it out.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, I'll be back later.
I want to see the battle ones after you're done.
Oh, you're gonna see the marks on my hands.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's always an adventure when you have kids and animals. So
Oh, yes, it is. Hi, Daryl.
I'll be back.
Okay. Where'd Danny go? He just quit?
Yeah, he said he was going to go pretty up or something.
Oh, that's right. He did say he was going to go do that. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I thought Halloween was over a long time ago. I figured he'd taken that mask off by now, but I guess some people are late bloomers.
oh, yeah. Well, that's the way it is.
Daryl Orr, how's it going? We're hanging out and talking mowers, and we'll talk whatever comes up.
How about we start talking about my birthday?
How about let's? Your
When's
birthday-
your birthday?
like 9 months away, 10 months away
Yeah,
now,
but you
Mark.
seem to forget it every year.
It's in November.
Why are you talking about your birthday? It's not even the same quadrant of time frame here.
No kidding.
I'm just trying to get him prepared because he seems to forget every year.
That's the fourth quarter of the year.
But you know what? She seemed to forget my ice cream tonight.
I didn't forget. You didn't say you wanted that.
Well,
As
see,
good as she,
next
as good
question.
as she treats you.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
As good as she treats you, it'll be her birthday every month.
Thank you.
David, whose side are you on here?
Decided I don't get my ass whooped on.
Have a good night, Neil. Hey, Crystal,
Yeah.
that ice cream that I saw you being that was served in there, was that a Tupperware dish?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, different tax bracket than me. I'm telling you, we don't get you up. We're not qualified to use the Tupperware dishes for ice cream bowls.
What do you use?
The cheap old blue ice cream or blue bowls that we get.
Oh,
The
I thought
Dollar
maybe.
Tree. That's all we can afford is Dollar Tree stuff. We don't have that fancy stuff.
That's
Yeah,
all
I
you
still use Cool Whip bowls.
from the guy that has an RV.
I worked at Dollar
Yeah,
General.
well, that's not my RV. That's Vicky's RV.
Oh,
I worked at Dollar General, so I got them pretty cheap.
I tell you what, Dollar General is my go-to store. I love that. I love that store. I need window cleaner. I go right there. I need paper towels. I go right there. And
Hey,
the
Scott.
bread's fresh every day too, and the candy's fresh. And it's a nice store. I like it.
Scott, her birthday's not for another 10 months.
Yeah, but he always forgets. So
I don't forget. I just,
Don't acknowledge it.
well.
Well, see, here's the thing, Gavin. We shower these women with gifts all year long. And our presence alone is worth a lot of money.
Yes.
Just our knowledge and guidance for them is just, tremendous amount of reward. They should be very happy about that.
Yeah, they're unappreciative sometimes.
please tell me what gifts I get showered with.
He just told you it's our presence.
I don't want that.
Hey.
I want.
Hey, Gavin, here's a pro marriage tip for you. When you're done with dishes and everything, make sure and put them alongside the sink there, so that way she feels a little bit more responsible and take on more effort or make better effort to make you happy.
Done with what?
Dishes. When you're done with your dishes.
What is
When you're done with your dishes,
What
leave,
is,
leave them lay. Don't do nothing with them. Just leave them there.
I do.
He
Okay,
leaves
that's
them.
perfect.
He leaves them by his chair, and I come and pick them up.
Well, that's a good wife is supposed to do that.
Oh.
Yes.
That's a pro marriage tip, because I've been married for over 25 years.
Mark is now on the list.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Now, Mark, you ain't being very modernly politically correct with all that crap now.
Well, you know what? This is not my marriage, so I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. What do you think about that, David? You think that'll work or what?
Now, what now?
You think Mark's advice is going to help me or hurt me?
I plead the fifth.
But we already know that Crystal already does all that stuff, so that's why we could get away with that. Because she's smiling over because she already knows she does that. See?
I spoil her, that's for sure.
I don't know anybody, or actually, I don't know of too many husbands that their spouses don't spoil them. They're all get spoiled. And
What
we
do you
also
want-
spoil them back, too.
What do you want her to call you, Danny?
Oh, that's funny.
Trucking Down Under says you're playing with fire, Mark.
Well, yeah.
It's not his fire. He don't have to put it out.
He ain't the one going to get burnt.
Yeah, you play with fire and you see a bee's nest, you got to poke it with a stick, too.
No, you don't.
Hey, and you know there is video on the internet with me playing with a skunk, too. I was hitting that with a stick, too. Yep. Broom
What's up?
handle, cut it out of the fence. Yep.
We're getting ready to find out how much cat scratch fever this guy's got here.
Nah,
It was probably a simple fix.
he came out. He walked out. He walked out.
Yeah, you don't usually have to do nothing.
Well, so downstairs in my basement, all the the HVAC runs in the ceiling, and then in the one room, there's a soffit that runs clear around the room, and he was up in that soffit. Well, the vent cover is removed at the moment, so he just walked in, and he was in the main line, walking back and forth.
Oh, okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he just walked out. Like I said, it would have been a heck of a ride if the furnace kicked on.
Oh, yeah.
Danny, you must be ugly, Danny, if you get off YouTube to go crimp when it's 9 o'clock at night.
What did I miss? Oh, Floyd's in here. What's up, Floyd?
See,
Danny,
Floyd's always in here, but he don't show up. He never shows up. He's chicken or something like that. He always uses the family as an excuse. That's what I hear all the time.
Yeah, come on, Floyd. I get on your streams and you're too good to get on mine. I see how it is.
Yeah, it's hard when you're still a dad and a family man, you know.
You know what? Floyd's going to be live on on Monday morning. We're going to be traveling. We might have to go live in the motorhome.
That'd be cool.
We might have to do that because Vicky's going to have her tablet and laptop and everything. So
Does she
I'll
drive?
go live going down the road.
Does she drive at all?
Vicky?
Yeah.
Not yet. She will eventually, or not. Doesn't matter. I'll do all the driving. I don't care. All I know is I'm going. That's all that matters to me is I'm leaving. I don't care where I'm going or how long I'm gone, as long as I'm leaving.
Yep.
Right.
By mowing time. I don't even care if you make it back on time to mow, do you?
That's the one you just made.
Don't care. We're not going to be gone at long. I'd like to be gone longer, but it's just not going to happen. We have too many things that we've got to get accomplished this year. So,
yeah. Now, like I said, if you're down around the Joplin area, get a hold of me.
Well, I don't. We'll see what because we're going to have a few days of kicking around. After Ben and KH's, we're going to have like 5 days or something like that around to get back. So we might be able to do something somewhere. So I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
But yeah, because we're going to be stopping to see a couple people on the way back. I got to figure out where Drew's at compared to my buddy Ryan in Ohio because we might be able to do a meet up there and do both of them there.
Well, Drew's in the same place as Jim too. They're in the same town there, and also James. Yeah, they're all right there.
Well, we might have to do a little meetup or something. I'll be talking to Drew. Drew sent me his number. I got to call him and find out.
Cool.
But I'm not going to call Drew because he keeps sending me pictures of freaking Oreo cookies. Every time he goes to the store, he finds the Oreos and takes a picture of them all.
Yeah, that's
pretty much everybody knows I like Oreo cookies. That's my favorite cookie is Oreo cookie.
What?
But, so, look at it. Everybody's muted out there. So I'm pushing I'm going to push really, really hard this summer to get Oreo cookies to sponsor me. What do you think, David? You think that'd be a good sponsor?
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not helping David though.
Marie,
Well, no, you can eat 1 or 2 Oreos. You just don't eat the whole 1 or 2 packages. You can eat a few Oreo cookies. There's nothing wrong with that.
I can eat a few boxes of them.
I'm telling you what. Too
We got
many
a lot
trolls
of
in here.
Them trolls are everywhere.
Too many trolls. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen any in here. What are you talking about, Mark? What now?
Yeah, right there.
Maybe
That's
I
the
got
ones.
some feet.
Them are it. Them are wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I got to get something to drink. I'll be right back.
he's
Let me
going to
see.
get Oreo cookies.
Yeah, he gone.
We just had dinner. Yeah, we just had dinner, so we haven't even got to get to dessert yet.
There's only like 5 in here. Last time I seen there was like a full pack.
Me and the kids ate them.
Oh, you and the kids? She ate 5 and they ate 1, and then she ate 5 and they ate 1.
That's kids.
David, are you still awake?
Well,
Barely.
barely.
Are you off tomorrow, David?
No, I got to work tomorrow.
Did you get all your testing done or classes done?
Yeah, I took the exam Friday. I should know the results sometime this week.
How do you think you did?
Oliver's been eating Girl Scout cookies today. He found his dealer. He was probably clean for a whole year, and then his dealer showed up.
Uh-huh. How do you think
Crystal?
you did on?
Yeah.
Crystal, this is what Vicky buys me.
Oh, the little packs.
The little
Oh,
packs
she-
are straight cookies in.
She buys you the love packs. But then see, she don't get none. You got to buy the big ones to make sure you get some.
No, because there's 3 in the pack. I could have 3 Oreos without a problem. It's when I have 3 dozen that's the problem.
Mark, that package was full the other day. I brought on here. That's the last time I ate an
No,
Oreo
it's
cookie,
not.
and there's like 5 left in the package.
See, the problem with the open package of Oreo cookies is an empty package of Oreo cookies because every time you walk by, you got to grab 1 or 2.
See,
Yeah.
or
But I haven't ate them.
You see, this is the best part. It's an See, I have a problem. It's broken.
Oh no! Don't eat it.
I got a problem. You know what? Still tastes good.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm up about 5 pounds since the season quit. So it's time to get to work again, man.
Danny, Crystal notices you because Franco give you a black eye.
Yeah. Eating 3 dozen Oreos is too many. So what should I have then? It's, 2.5? Would that be okay, or is that
Yeah.
still too many?
35 or so.
Okay.
34. 34, 35. That's good.
But they always got to be double stuffed. There's nothing better than double stuffed.
Yeah. I'm not a big chocolate eater at all, really, but
Oh yeah.
like just now, I just ate 1 cookie, and I'll go another
Get
6
yourself-
months.
Get yourself some of them Dove dark chocolate candies.
He's got a dozen roses up there that are chocolate.
From 8 years ago,
No, those are from 3 years ago.
and then ones are 8
He's
years.
got 1 rose that's Dove chocolate from almost 10 years ago.
Oh my goodness. Dove chocolates won't make it 2 days in my house.
Where are they?
It's something right there.
You're collecting chocolate?
I buy them for him, but he don't eat them, and I know that.
Well, if you open them up, I bet you there's wormholes all through them.
I bet you they're brown.
No, I bet you worms got into them.
Well, I don't. I'm just not a big chocolate guy. I mean, I like it, but I don't like seek it out. I guess.
You give
Like,
me
what about?
a whole bunch of dark chocolate, yeah, I'll eat that till I'm sick. I love dark chocolate.
I can eat Whoppers. Whoppers are probably my favorite.
Well, I tell you what, I got a buddy that has a house in England because his wife's from England, so they travel back and forth. You know, the chocolate from England tastes a lot better than it does here in the U.S. A lot better.
It's more organic or something, probably.
I don't know, but it tastes a lot better. It's a little
David,
smoother, a little silkier, and a lot better tasting. It's like there's more cocoa in it or something.
Cacao, yeah. Did you see, David? Did you see Danny's congrats on your weight loss comment?
Yeah, I appreciate that, Danny.
Tell you what,
David,
you got a
David's
good
doing
start
good.
on. Just do what you're comfortable with and what you're doing already. You're doing good. The hard part's just doing that first little bit. Because that's it. You know, you're changing a habit that you've had forever and ever, and you're just changing your lifestyle a little bit.
Well, his confidence is going to go up knowing that he lost weight. So it keeps, wow, I lost 15. Yeah, well, I shouldn't even said it. Wow, I lost some weight. You know, now I can lose more, you know, I hope, because I want to see David succeed really bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dave's going to be doing fine. The biggest thing, though, is we're all here cheering you on, David. With the support group that you've got with this group of people, it makes it easier.
Yeah, that's something that I've not ever really had. You know, I can get every now and then get in the mindset, and I do good for about 3 months, and then you know, get so overloaded with work or whatever, end up breaking the habit, and it's just snowballs from there or whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's really easy to do that. Really easy to do that.
I believe it'll be a lot easier doing it like this.
And if you do start getting that way, you have, 10 people you can get a hold of.
Yeah, because I struggle with my weight all the time, always have.
Yeah.
No, that's because of things like this, because I just love them. I like food. I like food. Is what they got, I guess what you call it, but yeah, because I just love all that stuff. Yeah. And then I marry a wife that's an awesome cook, and I tell her this all the time. I have never ever had a bad meal ever. I don't remember if she's ever cooked one. I don't think she ever has.
Mark, I don't think
for 31, 32 years, something like that.
Douglas, I think I don't
Go ahead.
Mark, I don't think I've had a good meal.
Oh my goodness.
Now, there is one time I about killed us.
Yes.
Well, that's different. Was it a bad meal, or you just almost died?
No, what is that?
Bay leaves.
Bay leaves. She cooked them, and you're supposed to take them out of whatever you cook. Well, we started eating, and everybody was like, something is not right with this. So I Googled it, and they said, well, you're not supposed to eat them, and they're easy to choke on.
Uh-huh.
It was supposed to be basil.
Yeah.
Not Bailey's, but I took all the kids with me shopping, and when you got 4 kids shopping, yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's too easy to quit. Yes, it is. It's easy to go back to old habits, and no matter what it is, weight loss or anything.
That's because your brain will justify something. You can justify anything if you want. You know, you can justify what's going on with oh my goodness, really?
I'm telling y'all how to lose weight. Don't eat for 3 weeks and just live off of booze and cigarettes. It works.
It'll work.
Well, like I said before, you know, Southwest Virginia is full of the best weight loss medicine there is. It's called meth.
We got that in our area too.
I think it's everywhere.
Well, David, you could make money off of it too.
Yeah, I know.
We got
I could probably just walk downtown and find 4 or 5 that know how to make it.
Yeah, we got that part of town too.
Yep. I think it's just about everywhere now.
What was so funny a minute ago when I was talking?
Talking about.
What was you?
I don't know what was I doing.
I don't know. You were snickering over here.
I don't know. That cat doing all right?
Look at it. You yawned. You got Crystal yawning over there now.
Sorry. Well, Cat's fine. He didn't get hurt. He's fine. You guys were talking about candy, so I had to go get some candy.
Now I got
And Reese's peanut butter cups are just like my favorite thing in the whole world.
I love them too.
He still has one of them big candy canes that you get for stockings, full of Hershey Kisses. He ain't touched.
I don't like because
Now you're talking. The next thing coming up, it's around Easter time, is the Reese's eggs, the peanut butter eggs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got to get as many of them as possible.
And
Buy as
peeps.
many as possible.
And peeps.
What's
You gotta have
tall
peeps.
grass? Tall grass.
Don't even be talking about chocolate and peanut butter. Whew.
Oh, I'm telling you.
My family, around Christmas time, and they make a lot of them. They make the peanut butter roll,
Oh yeah.
peanut butter roll, and the peanut butter balls, chocolate chip,
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, they were good.
peanut butter fudge, chocolate fudge.
Oh, I love peanut butter, man. I'm coming over. Is that okay?
We've talked before about where I've lost weight and I wonder if it's correct and all this. And my scale, the way I check my scale to see if it's halfway accurate, I take a 4-pound jar of peanut butter and put on it, and it weighs, like 3.8 or 4 pounds. So I know my scale's accurate because that's how much the peanut butter jar weighs. And that goes to show how much I like peanut butter.
Well, hey, Jif Extra Crunchy. I'm all day, on crackers. Yeah.
Mine's sweets, like sweet tarts. That's my big thing.
Yeah. Sweet tarts and sprees. Yeah, I go through stages of everything.
Sprees, yes, I love sprees. The chewy ones.
Yep.
Now, at Christmas time, I make peanut butter balls that are about this big.
You gotta scoot over there.
Okay.
My family makes, I guess you could call them Buckeyes. I think some people call them Buckeyes. They're about the size of about 1-inch ball or something there. That's as big as
Yeah.
That's a Vicky made this past Christmas. Yeah, they're Buckeyes.
Man, sweet tarts. I love sweet tarts. Now I gotta
Dollar
go to the-
Tree.
now I
Dollar
gotta go to
Tree.
the
They're
store.
soft.
Mm.
They're not all crunchy and hard and everything.
Yeah.
Vicky's listening to outside out there in the living room. I could hear her.
Listening to what?
She's listening in on us
Oh.
because I can hear her out in the living room.
She's making sure you ain't talking bad about her.
Well, I never talk bad about her ever. I never complain about her or nothing ever.
Huh.
Edify and promote. You got to edify and promote.
You hear him?
What?
Take
Yeah.
some lessons.
He said you gotta give me more snacks when we're in bed.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to have more
What
snacks.
do they do?
Like more sweet stuff to eat, like sweet tarts and bags of chips and stuff like that.
Oh boy.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Actually, I can't complain. That keeps me overly supplied, which is probably why I gained 5 pounds over the last 4 months.
You know what? I gained 5 pounds because I quit eating.
Because
You know,
that
I
double
gained it, man.
After certain times of the day, you don't gain all that weight.
I gained it just because I hadn't been out hustling. I've just been cooped up
We go
inside.
upstairs to bed. We go upstairs to bed. This one here lays in the bed and he says, I'm hungry. So I got to come all the way back downstairs, tell him what there is to eat, and then fix him something.
Mark, do you believe that?
Spoiled. Yeah,
believe
I can believe that. Spoiled.
I only eat one time a day.
You know, that's all the time, all day long.
No,
That's all day long, all day.
I didn't eat till what, 6:30 tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'll lose weight just by staying busy because I won't be snacking.
I was going to eat just the one meal today, and I come home and I end up snacking a little bit.
Well, see, you know, snacking a little bit's okay. It's just when you snack a little bit all day long is it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Well,
Our Saturdays are our day of indulgence, I guess. We don't overindulge. We just indulge in foods that we don't normally have.
Well, last year we didn't cut wood here at home, so we were never here. So there wasn't no snacking when we come in for a break or something. But this year, we've been cutting wood at home, so when we come in for a break, I'm snacking.
Yeah,
I'm gaining weight.
we would leave here about 8, go down, drink coffee, eat breakfast, and go out to the woods, and we didn't get home till it was dark. We'd
Right.
go, we wouldn't even eat at home, and then we'd split wood till midnight sometimes.
Yep. Yeah, see, that's I can't wait to get out. You know, today I went and took the dogs for a walk for about an hour, and boy, I tell you what, it sure was nice. It was really nice. I didn't take them for the long walk I wanted to because I was dealing with mud and water, and after a while I just got tired of it. So I just turned around and we made different rounds back. Went along the beach. If we have more beach back because water levels are down about a foot and a half.
It was in the 50s or something today, right?
Yeah, it was right up 48, 50, depends on where you're at. But also, when you got in an open area, it was bloody cold because it was like 15-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
Still wasn't bad.
It was like mid-upper 50s today, and it was, with that wind, it was cool for us.
Yeah, I could have taken the dogs for a walk without wearing a jacket. I always wore it. You know, I didn't know which jacket to take because I got two Carhartt hoodies. One's a Defender. It's a light coat, but it's waterproof, and the other was just a regular old hoodie. And I should have worn just a regular old hoodie because the waterproof one also cuts the breeze so that the wind doesn't go through it.
I had this one on. It was still kind of cool, like a zip-up ammo deal, and that's cool to us here.
What was the temperature for you?
What was it, like
52 when we went outside, or 50. Yeah, 52 when we went out there.
I think it got up to about 60.
Yeah, see, 60 degrees, I'd be sweatshirt and shorts walking.
I'd have shorts on. I was going to say at 60 degrees.
60 degrees, shorts are on.
And Mark is in like almost exactly the same. Around here, you know, everybody's wearing shorts and a hoodie because it's just how they do it around here. Because
as soon as we hit Kentucky, I got to believe I'll be in shorts.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. I don't ever wear shorts, though. Even 100 degrees, I don't wear shorts.
Now, I do have a picture of him in boots and shorts helping our daughter with homework, and then he went out and mowed.
we don't. I don't wear pants. I wear shorts.
All the time.
The only time I wear pants is in the wintertime, just because it's a little cold.
Okay,
but beyond that, I wear shorts, man.
All the time.
I mow in shorts. I trim in shorts. I wear shorts.
Yep.
No,
all the time.
Unless I'm swimming, you won't catch me in shorts, really.
Yeah,
my legs get so tan, it's ridiculous. Just
yep. You know, and everybody says, how do you stand that trim? And I said, well, usually after the second week, you don't even notice it.
Yeah, you build up enough scar tissue there, you don't feel it.
Yeah, you don't notice it. Well, it's just like your martial arts there. All the stuff you were doing, it hurt at first, but after a while, you're you know, for punching and stuff like that, your hands don't hurt after a while, right?
Well, and your shins, you can deaden the nerves.
Yep.
You know, people go shin to shin. Yes, you're going to feel it, but those nerves are deadened to where it does hurt, but it's not going to like make you quit, or you know what I mean?
Yep.
We put out some videos. We put out videos. We're trimming down 3 foot tall weeds and just throwing crap everywhere. And we got shorts on. It's just.
And also with the weed eater, once you get better at it, you can stay cleaner. Once you realize your angles,
yeah, that's right.
Clippings are going. That's what I'm trying to help her with because she
I
is
eat
always
shorts, too.
covered or weed eating in shorts, either way. And once you really get good with it, you can kind of deflect the debris away from you.
Well, and then also the throttle is a big factor on how much crap you're getting at you too.
Yep. You don't have to go wide open.
Nope.
Laura calls it meth legs because she's got scabs all over her legs from the weed eater.
Yeah.
She says, but that's what happens. But it's just too hot here in the summer, guys. I mean, we'll be over 100 degrees for 45 days straight. It's just
Yeah, we
ridiculous.
won't be.
So we have to. We'll literally pass out.
We're hot here too.
Yeah.
See, we our biggest thing last year, I think it was last year. Hey, Mikey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm pretty sure it was last year. Somebody came up to Vicky and says, "What's the matter with your legs?" And she says, "Poison ivy," because we got it bad last year, really bad.
Oh
I've
no.
never had poison ivy.
Oh my! Every year we'll have it. We'll get poison ivy at the end of May, and the poison ivy will go away in August, because we'll have it every day, every week.
All
So
right.
last,
man.
last couple of years, I've been getting into something. I don't know if it's poison ivy or just dry skin. Break out like every year, a little bit of itching, something there.
Where, David?
Poison ivy, you're itching frequently. You don't even know you're itching. You're itching so bad.
Yeah. I've heard of people getting it in their mouths, and then you can't get rid of it because it likes the wetness or something.
Well, no, it goes away after a while. But no, that's not the worst place to get the poison ivy.
I went to
There's
school.
worse.
Huh?
I went to school with a guy that got it somehow in his body. He it shut his kidneys or liver or something there down. All kinds of stuff. About killed him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that happened.
Some people can breathe it and get it from
Well, see-
burn.
Now, see, there's another thing that happens that people don't realize is they start burning the poison ivy, and that is toxic when they're burning.
Yeah.
Very toxic.
Yeah.
And a lot
I
of
just
people get poison ivy, so they don't know where they got it, but it came in on their animals and they didn't know it.
Oh.
What's up, Mikey?
I just got back from the grocery store. I had to go get some grub.
You probably went to go get you some Oreos after we was talking about them, didn't you?
No, actually I wasn't. Y'all was talking about mowers though, about the cut quality and about everything.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna run. Y'all was talking about lawn mowers and everything, about the cut quality and everything. Well, I'm gonna run my I know it's cheap, but I'm gonna run my Troy Built and my Cub Cadet one more year. And I mean, I bought it brand new and I barely got 500 hours on it, and so far it ain't giving me a lick of problems at all.
And you're making money with it.
Mikey,
Yes, the only thing I hate about it is the ride. It's got a regular spring on it, 2 springs underneath the seat like a regular garden tractor does.
Right.
But you can, they make all kinds of universal suspension seats. I'm going to put one of them on it.
Yeah, don't get caught up trying to keep up with the Joneses, man. You use what
Well, when
works
you got
for
still
you.
when you got
and your
still
budget.
rods in your back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's why
when you
I got Mikey, I got a bad back too. That's why I went with the stand-ons because I just
And
couldn't
they
do
say
this.
it's night and day difference.
It
See,
helped
I
me.
can't run stand-ons too much because of my back, because I can't stand up straight.
That's what a lot of people, in my opinion, do. They try to keep up with the Joneses.
Mm-mm.
And then they're trying to figure out why they're not making that much money.
Well, you don't want to keep up with the Joneses because the Joneses are broke. They got debt up to here.
Yeah.
Yep, the Joneses are in debt to their eyeballs.
Yes, they are. Remember that commercial? Debt to my eyeballs. Someone please stop me. I'm getting this, I'm getting that, getting this.
But
See,
those
like right
seats are
now,
like those
right
seats
now,
are like
the internet is flooded with all kinds of stuff for sale right now.
I
Motorcycles,
see that.
boats, and all that stuff is coming up.
But
Yeah.
Mikey,
Right
if
now
you're-
is just you can go broke real fast by buying stuff.
if you're not having problems with your equipment or customer complaints, I wouldn't.
I
No,
wouldn't change it.
I'm not going to change mowers. I'm going to be doing good because they never give me no problems and they cut good.
Right.
And so the thing
Yeah.
is, it's just my daggum back. After the 4th yard, my back is ready to die because those 2 steel rods, and they had to piece my, right. I'm gonna change the seat. I seen them seats for like $300. So when the season gets going good, I'm gonna save up and grab me one of them suspension seats. And it even
How
comes
much?
with armrest.
See how much travel is on that suspension seat first, because some of them
Right.
only have an inch of travel, and them are no good. You gotta be careful.
Okay.
Just watch it, because you're gonna want about 3 inches of travel on that seat, because your normal, like my Skag and my Gravely, both have about 3 inches travel. You know, because they've got the dial of weight there, so you can dial it to your weight, and you want that little bit of extra travel. Because I never realized how much that seat moves until I put a GoPro right here, and I was shooting down because I was going through water, and that
You can
seat
see-
constantly moved.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's I was impressed.
And the machine
by that.
don't move.
And the machine don't, yeah. And it's
It's
you know
like
the
a
seat,
bobcat.
yeah. It's amazing how much that seat moves to, take the jar out of it.
No,
The ones I'm
went to
looking
this-
at, the ones I'm looking at have a little knob on the front of it, and you're supposed to be able to set it with your weight.
Yep, that's what you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Well, it starts at $395, and it's got armrest on it
Yeah. Where did you see these at?
on Google, but they say Northern Tool sells them. I just Googled suspension seats.
Because if I went, our Tiger Cup, the 48-inch cut, I want to get a suspension seat on it, but a Skag suspension seat's $900.
Woohoo! I know that. When we get off here, Mark, here's what I did. I just typed in suspension seat for mower, and it pulled up all kinds of them.
Well, because I haven't looked in a while either.
Right.
Right.
Well,
See
no,
what-
I will say, Mikey, for me and my setup, my back, I went to the
Yeah.
stand up and most of my back issues went away. Now, I have talked to
I
some
will-
people that tried to go to a stand up and they couldn't do it because they got like bad knees and stuff.
Mhm.
It did not work for them at all. So, you just take it into consideration what hurts the most. And
Yeah.
but yeah, for me, standing up is the only way to fly. My back feels so much better.
And it's more visibility too.
Oh, there is.
Back
But
when
usually-
I was talking to Shane, and he got his video, he got his new V ride. I asked him. I said, "Now, have you done now that you've had it a while? When you do the picture, I'm gonna pick out a yard for you. Pick out one of your yards that you did, and compare it to your zero turn, your turnaround, your set down." And I said, compare the time. He said it's about 8 minutes quicker because it's so much visibility. You can see the deck and everything on what you're cutting.
Yeah, you're standing right on top of it, man. You're looking right down on
You
everything.
can see everything.
Yeah, you can see both sides of the deck and in front. And then there is space savings on the trailers too because they're shorter. So
Right.
you don't use up so much deck on your trailer. But
Right.
there's not a right or a wrong way. I sat down for years. Sat down for years.
As long as you had that
We
seat.
used the Big Freedom Z for 4 years, and we made a lot of money with that. It's just a small residential zero turn, the Skag there. I never really had any problems with it. Things were wore out on it, but it was still fixable. I was just tired of fixing it.
Fixing it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, because it was, I'd have it one more year and the engine was going on it, and I'd have to start putting a new hydro in it.
It's a residential mower.
It's a resident. Yeah, I had 1,500 hours or 1,800 hours on it when I sold it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that cut a lot of tall grass because we were doing the 4 coast dome, so it was doing them 3 and 4 foot high yards.
Yeah.
But it did great. And it was low and light and a little zippy thing. It only did maximum 6 miles an hour, but it got there now. There was no hesitation. It was there.
I'm really
So
looking
is
forward to
anybody in
demoing the
here?
right this year.
What's that, David?
So I'm really looking forward to demoing the right standard this year.
You got a
it's
John
exciting.
Deere?
Yeah, but
Yes, Dave.
as far as
Same thing.
as far as standards, I've rode a ride around just a little bit, and I really like them. I hope to demo one this year, and if
Dave-
everything goes well, I may end up getting one sometime in the near future. Depends on just how bad the sit-down zero turn is on my back. If it's not real bad, I may just not bother getting another mower at all. But
Well, I think
quite a bit.
David,
I'm
where are you located again now? I can't remember.
Southwest Virginia.
So are you warm weather or cool weather grass?
I guess
I mean, are you mowing Bermuda? Are you mowing fescue? What
fescue.
fescue?
Yeah.
cool weather.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know Bermuda if I seen it.
Okay. Okay.
He's
That's
not
what I
far
figured.
from me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Mikey's about hour and a half, 2 hours south of me.
Because Wright came out with a northern kit to fit on their decks because they just don't cut our kind of grass very well at all. And I have a friend who bought one, and he's in Ohio, and he has the same problem. And so the deck doesn't do good on the cool weather grass. Although you talk to the guys that run the Wrights on the warm weather grass, and they have no complaints. So
Right. It all depends your area.
just be aware of that.
Yeah, because
That's all I'm
Randy
saying.
at Countryside Logs, he doesn't like the rains because it
Yeah,
doesn't.
see, the deck wouldn't cut right. Yep, exactly. There's a prime example.
I'd say what we got a primary mix of is a lot of clover, weeds, and Kentucky bluegrass and tall fescue.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we don't have the
So
we have the red fescue, rye. We have very little Kentucky bluegrass and a whole lot of weeds.
I'm 95% Kentucky blue.
If
So-
it wasn't for
That
weeds,
Kentucky blue stripes.
if it wasn't for weeds, half the time we wouldn't have a yard to mow.
that's me
All I
too,
know
Mike.
is deer, stripes, weeds, and grass around here pretty damn good.
See, there you go, Mark.
Howard Lawn Care is exactly right.
Yeah. So there's the Kentucky blue does stripe up nice. Yes, sir.
Howard Lawn Care
What's
is
your
exactly right.
I couldn't hear you.
What's your
Mike-
first name?
Doug.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you have any experience with the snappers?
I don't. I'm sorry,
No.
I don't. All I know
I do.
is from what I've read, and it says the Snapper Pros are made by Ferris, and they're relabeled.
Snapper Pro, Ferris, and Simplicity are all made by Briggs and Stratton.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what.
Snapper Pro is a very, very tough machine. I've used the 200 model 61-inch cut with the Kawasaki motor quite a bit, and we figured that machine probably had 2,000 or 3,000 hours on it before it ended up having some pump problems.
Mm.
They slowly done the work on it and whatnot, but great machines. They cut best very low. That I
Nice.
can tell.
That's a skag stripe.
Oh, I know. Tiger Stripe.
That's a skag.
Mhm.
That's what we've been looking at, and I'd just like to get more feedback from people who have used them.
Yeah, I think it's highly dependent upon what area, what grass you're cutting.
This yard right here is
Yeah.
fertilized on a regular basis. That's why it looks
I
like
can
it does.
see it. I
Yep.
can see
Yeah,
it.
that's
See,
Pretty
this
much
this
yard.
yard right here doesn't matter what you're mowing, and it's going to look like that.
Look at that
Well,
one.
see,
Mike.
Doug, you can tell that's Kentucky.
Yeah, that's
you can tell
Kentucky
that.
blue.
Just look how it lays.
Yeah, but that is mowed with my old Dixon.
Yep.
That was the
Yeah,
Dixon.
well, see that Kentucky bluegrass. All you got to have is a high lift blade and a good deck that creates a lot of flow through it, and you'll get that grass to lay over.
This isn't
No lower
that's
than
gonna-
4.
But yeah, see, I mean,
Scott
you can
Murray.
just do whatever you want with Kentucky blue.
How are you doing that, Eden? How you do that on your picture right there?
Well,
They're
what is,
sophisticated.
you just mow diamonds, man.
No,
No,
Just the picture.
no.
without
How
you
do you
in there.
how do you take yourself off there and leave it and put that picture up there?
You mean like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I can do cool stuff like this. See, you can do like
That's
that.
bizarre.
So you can get part of me up there. So okay, I'll show you how to do it.
There's
So-
some deer stripes.
So
That's pretty nice.
Mikey,
They look good, David.
Yeah, so
That's
Mikey,
with the garden. That's with my garden tractor too. That's not even a commercial mower. That's my X540 garden tractor stripes.
Oh, thank you, Powers.
Hey.
Yeah, I try
If you
to,
go
buddy.
in there,
Okay, Doug. Okay,
so
Doug.
go in
Let us
there and
know,
look
let
at
us know
mine.
how do you put that up there? Just your just the lawn there, Doug.
Okay, so you click on your cam mic, your little gear. Okay, and then you click on green screen. And you cannot do this from a cell phone, by the way. You have to be on a
Oh, I was
computer.
about to try.
Yeah, and then you can upload pictures, and then when you upload your pictures, then you can then you have to use your fade button down below, so you can fade them in and out like that. How I'm doing mine, and then you just load up your pictures, but you're limited to 20 pictures only. What's that,
Hey,
David?
Doug,
It won't work for Firefox. I use Firefox. They said it don't work for it.
Oh, gotcha.
hey, Doug,
I'm
when
on
I do
phone.
mine, when I do it, it says heads up, green screen feature uses a bit more computer resources.
I've never
Yeah.
had them.
I guess.
Yeah, just close the box.
Yeah, just say okay and move on.
Yeah.
And it'll have
X,
some pictures in there. It'll have like a piano and a brick wall or something. But you can
Yeah.
upload your own pictures in there, and then
Yep.
that way you can just use them for your backdrop or whatever.
And see, like what I'm doing right now is the X split V cam, which is nice right now. There's not too bad of a delay, but as soon as I bring this up, I got a huge delay because it'll my mouth and the words don't match up anymore.
Oh, because the computer delay.
Computer
Your
delay.
mouse-
The computer don't like
Your
it.
mouse not bad, but when you scoot your chair back, it becomes pixelated.
Oh, the chair. Well, see, that's the other thing with this chair.
Hmm.
Let me see where it's at.
You can see it's kind of like fades out earlier when you moved your chair back. It
Oh
kinda
yeah, because there's
pixelated.
let me
a lot of
find it.
memory.
There is a setting here as soon as I find it.
But no, I'm not bragging. That little Troy build of mine, it lays some mean stripes too. Little 42-inch. Hey, and it goes through gates too.
Yeah, because it's a 42-inch. You're spinning the same revolutions. It's a 42-inch. So you're taking all this much blade and you're condensing it. It's creating more vacuum, and it'll lay that grass over like there's no tomorrow. It's pretty.
And they make a 54-inch deck for it. And the deck don't even, it bolts on by the front, and that's how you adjust the deck in the front, the height, the level in it. And then in the back, how it hangs on is, let me move my hand. It's like U-shaped pins. You pull the pin with spring loaded, and it's made to like come off and on.
Okay, yep.
So it don't even bolt on. It does on the front, and that's it. So I'm wanting to get a 54 for it, and leave the Cub Cadet at a 42 to go through the gates, and the 54 for the bigger yards.
Hmm. That would work.
Yeah, but that's going to take some money, and I'm going to have to wait till probably May or June to do that with.
Yep. Well, June is usually when you know how your rest of your season's going to go, so you know how much money you can spend. That's where we're at. That's why I'm waiting to buy my Harley is till June, because if I feel that the money's not going to come in like I'm expecting it to, I'm not buying it. I'm not putting myself into over my head. As much as I'd like to have, I've always wanted one. I'm just going to wait if I have to.
You've been there before.
Been there before. Ain't going to do it
I
again.
remember your story.
Doug, how long have you been in lawn care?
Who?
Oh, Doug. He took his headphones off now. He didn't hear me.
But when I sold my mower, though, when I got hurt and I had to start over with these zero turns that I got, I had 2 walk behinds. It was a 36 and a 48, all scagged. and it was a 2003 Skag Turf Tiger.
Okay.
27
They were nice
horse.
mowers.
Yeah, 27 horse Kawasaki.
They
Is
were
that the
nice
one you-
mowers. That shaft drive deck. That's a nice mower.
Yes. Yeah, you can't.
that-
It wouldn't bog down. The blades wouldn't slip.
Never.
Is that the one you sent me, Mikey?
That's the picture I sent you. That's the day I got it.
I always
And
kind
then-
of found that a little bit funny because I've used shaft drive mowers, the Kubotas that are
Damn, I'm
true. They're true shaft drives.
Yep.
I always think it's funny when people brag about the Skags. I mean, I've never used one. Well, I take it back. I've demoed one, but I've not used one extensively. They brag about the Turf Tigers, being shaft drive and everything. They're belt drive to the shaft. To me, that's not a true shaft drive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So, Doug, how long have you been in lawn care?
This will be my 20th year.
Wow.
Wow.
But now I got to have, understand the whole picture here. For the first 17 years, all I was is just mowing neighbors' yards. I mean, I wouldn't even load it in my pickup. It was all done right in my neighborhood. And there was only 5 or 6 or something of them, And then 3 years ago is when I actually went. 3 years ago is when I went legit, licensed, insured, everything. So, yeah. So 3 years legit is where I'm at. But I
This
ran
is my 16th year.
I ran a Craftsman LT 1000 tractor, 42-inch deck, and a little Lawn Boy 21-inch mower, and a Toulon weed eater, and a broom for years.
LT 1000 is what I cut my teeth on.
Yeah, that's what I ran. That was
They
my whole
cut
setup.
good.
Yep, and then I bought my old Blue, which was my Dixon, and I ran that for a long time. That was my first zero turn.
I tell you what, them Dixons been around a long time,
We're one of them.
and they still do a nice job.
Yeah, it's a great mower. And then anyway, so yeah, I just been mowing, mowing, and I'm not full time. I'm still a part time guy.
You have a full time job?
I do. I maintain a 40-hour-a-week job, and then we mow 40 lawns a week.
Wow.
So, yep.
You busy man.
Yeah, we do. We're
Kudos to
busy.
you.
Yeah. So Laura and I primarily, so 2-man crew, and then the kids help us out. So we get 3 people sometimes. But
What do you do as far as your full time? What is it?
I'm a government employee. I'll just leave it at that. So I can't go into detail.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
I got a state
That's nice.
job.
That's
I got a state
nice.
job with good benefits and good medical and all that stuff. So it's hard to give that
It's
up.
hard to give that away.
Yeah. Although I could in a heartbeat, I could accumulate enough lawns to be. I could get 100. I could get 100 lawns just by a flip of a switch if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I also work full time, mow part time for now. I've been thinking about, if everything goes well, possibly going full time in 2023.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Once you figure out it's gonna support you, and you don't need that, that full-time job, and you can make it. There's nothing wrong with going. You just
Well,
gotta
how many years?
make it without it. So
How many years would that make for you, David?
Being with the company I'm with,
No, for mowing.
I'm going into like my 4th or 5th season now.
And that's what, Mark, you said it takes about 5, right?
yep, about 5.
So you're
Yeah.
getting, if you're going to go full time, it sounds like after this year, it would be the deciding factor, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Well, it depends because my overall growth and everything in lawn care has been so slow because of my area. Because I think it was like 2018, Yeah, 2019. You know, I only had maybe 15 or so customers in, and I made half of what I made last year. And I made a video on what I made last year. So if any of y'all have seen that, you can understand what I done. And that's with 20 some yards, for the whole season and everything. That's kind of pitiful, I think, for lawn care. It's just because of my area. Pretty much everybody's bi-weekly, and nobody wants to pay out a whole lot, what it's really worth around here. And so that's why this year I'm restructuring everything. I'm trying to get into a completely new area.
Yep.
So it may take 2 or 3 years or something there before I really know
how fast.
Yeah.
Once you break into another area, it'll probably completely change your lawn care business.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
What's up,
All you gotta do is be dependable and do quality cut. You don't even have to be perfect. The biggest thing is dependability.
Yep. We schedule ours, Monday through Friday, and you can generally speaking, you can count on us to be there the same time every week within about 15 minutes. I mean, we're just there at the same house every week. It's just bang, 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 bang. And the customers know that because they're like, if we show up 30 minutes late, they're like, "Oh, you're late today." That's why we're running behind for something, And it's only 30-minute time frame, and they know you're late. So
that's exactly it.
Dependability, man. People count on it.
My biggest thing is
Go ahead, David.
My biggest thing is the communication with the customers. Is where I work full time, and then the weather and everything else. There's a lot of factors that could, possibly make where I can't even get there. And I communicate that kind of stuff as much as I possibly can. And I've never had a problem with anybody. I've never had a single complaint about anybody, happy with me not being able to show up on that day. And there's been times where I mow bi-weekly. It may end up being 3 weeks before I get to a property because, it's rained all the time I'm off. Then I go back to work, and I ain't got much choice but to work.
Right.
So, they don't care because they're already bi-weekly anyway. What's another week going to be to them? And I don't charge extra, especially if it's, it's my fault and I can't get to them. I can't charge extra for that. So they ain't getting extra charge. They're getting a 3-week cut. So
we're big into communication. So if we get a rain out that day, we will call every single customer on that list that day.
Yeah.
Or text. Sometimes a lot of them just text. Hey, we're raining out. We won't be there. We'll make you up tomorrow. And and down the line. And I mean, we're big on communication. And some clients like that. Some clients are like, you don't need to call me. I know you're coming. Don't worry about it. So
because you built that. The reason why they say don't call you is because you don't have to call us because you built that trust up.
Yeah.
So, David, do you ever send your helper out by himself?
Ooh, these are cool.
do what?
You don't ever send your helper out by himself?
No, he can't drive. He don't have his license to drive. So he relies on me to, get him around. Now we have kind of split up. I do have a couple yards that are right together. I mean, they're, within walking distance of each other though. And I may send him over to one while I'm doing some others or whatever like that. But no, he can't go out by himself really. He has to rely on me for a ride.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit tougher, but you work around it. You're all figured out. You've already got it figured out. So that's
with me, I started my business because I knew I had a son coming on board, and I knew I was making $16.50 an hour. My rent was only $600 a month. Even with the girl at the time I was with, she worked at Walgreens. We still couldn't make ends meet. We did fine before the kid. And when the kid come on board, we started looking at costs and what we had to spend out and everything. The money just wasn't there. So her uncle got me into mowing, and I'm still talking to him today as a best friend. So he got
Yep.
me into mowing, and I mainly did it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mainly did it for the money to help my son out. Well, the more and I kept on, the more and more I kept mowing, I'm like, damn, I like
You got
this. I don't really want to do nothing else.
Yep.
And so when it come time to, and I started growing and growing and growing. I mean, I was growing quick. And so what happened was I kept having to call into work. Excuse me, Lord knows I asked for forgiveness. I kept on telling every lie every day. I had to go get my brother from work. I would call into work just to keep on mowing. And the reason why I did that was because, well, damn,
You're
I go out here and
making
mow a
more money
day.
mowing.
What I make in one day, I could make. It takes me 40 hours a week to make that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then finally, I just gave the warehouse job up.
Well, Mikey,
figured-
honestly, it's not going to be long, and I'm going to give up my 40.
You see it
getting
coming,
old.
don't you?
Oh yeah, it's all over the wall, and I've been setting myself up for it. If you know, I got all brand new equipment, brand new trailer. I got brand new, pretty much everything. So I'm set. I don't need anything. I could mow until I retire and probably not have to buy a new mower. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, I'm setting myself up for it, and it's going to happen here fairly soon.
We were
because
It's just
we
that
were
insurance,
forced
though.
we were forced into full time. I mean, it wasn't forced, but in 2018, I had a knee surgery, October, and I didn't go back till January. And then in April of 2019, I had to miss a few more days, and I was already off for 3 months. And they said I missed too many days, and then they fired me. They actually fired me over the telephone. But then my boss told me to reapply in 3 months, and they'd hire me back. So we lived the rest of 2019 off my 401k, and then started mowing in 2020.
There you go.
So I
I'm
started.
doing well now.
We were talking about having a kid and one thing or another, and that's how I got started. My 2 boys, they wanted to make money, and I said, "Well, let's go mow some lawns." And they got a few neighbors around the house, and they ended up, I think, with 5 or 6. Well, and then I'd have to go with them, make sure it was done right, and one thing or another. And we did that for years and years and years. Well, they finally got jobs when they were in high school or whatever, and they outgrew it. And I just kept going with it. So
yeah,
I mowed without them. I just kept going because I enjoy it. I really do. That's.
Boy, I smell those pork chops.
I've always loved mowing. Always.
Me too.
I love anything, and I did body work, auto body on semis, and I love the before and after. You get to the yard, it looks like shit. You get done, it looks amazing. And same thing, with body work. You get a truck that comes in wrecked, and then once you're done with it, it looks brand new again. I like
That's called instant gratification.
Yes.
I love going into a yard that looks like crap, and then it comes out.
Dang it, man.
Nice.
Something like that, Mark?
Yeah, something like that. I love doing them yards. Absolutely love doing them yards.
Oh my gosh, that was an acre.
Oh, I
of
do
that.
too.
An acre.
Wow.
We done one yard in the alley behind our fence. It was just a regular, I don't know, kind of like a cattle panel fence.
Mm-hmm.
It was taller than that picture. And we actually had neighbors come out of the back of their house.
Yeah.
When they seen that we were doing the alley part, giving us a thumbs up and saying finally.
Yeah, it was grown, and it was only like a 4 foot by 4 foot wide by 30 foot long, but nothing had been weed eated back there.
Right.
And it was probably 4 foot tall, so there wasn't a lot to mow. It was mainly weed eating. And I got pictures on my phone. If I was smart enough, I'd put them up here, but I'm not
Very
smart
nice.
enough.
I don't know how.
Okay,
Yeah, well,
my question.
the Dixon was
my
actually
question
called
to
Old Blue the Goat because that's all it got
No.
to do was
Yeah,
all
you.
that nasty stuff.
Yeah, you. My question to you all, Crystal. What made you? How did you all come about on getting your Hustler. Is that with, if you don't mind me asking, with your 401k as well?
No, we got the Hustler. Like what?
We got the Hustler
2014.
when we bought this house. I needed a riding lawnmower, so I
Yeah.
bought a John Deere with the stamp deck. And then we realized we live on a hill and there's rocks everywhere. So every time I mow that stamp deck, it would dent in. So I'd have to hook it up to my truck and slam it in reverse just to bend the deck back out. So I ended up having to get a fabricated deck. And
But-
then when we started mowing, I already had that mower, so we just started with that.
In the John
There you
Deere's
go.
defense, it was already old and used, and
Don't help that guy way over there on the end. Don't help him.
it was already old and used. We paid $50 for it off of Facebook. We pulled it out of a storage unit.
Yeah. There's too many rocks, and I had to get something that was fabricated to keep up, the wear and tear was too much on that John Deere. It was stamped.
That and someone thinks the Hustler is a dozer.
I run
Well-
over last year with my X540. It was as big as both of my fists, and the only thing it did was bend up the blades on my X540. It just throwed that rock plumb out from under the deck, didn't bend nothing but the blades.
Well, I will say this. My mower is a stamp deck, and I bent my deck so bad that the blade hit it and it knocked a little cut in it and threw the belt off of it. It is a stamp deck. But what I did on that hand is I get my little bitty sledgehammer out and I put it halfway on my trailer, take the blade off of it, and I crawl underneath there and I beat the darn thing back out and go again.
And you know what's nice about those 42-inch stamp decks?
What's
Is
that?
they're everywhere. They're MTD.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Yeah,
buy
I've got
those anywhere.
I've got 2 extras.
Yeah, where we live, it's just you can't have a stamp deck at my house. The
Right.
property mow, it would be,
And
yes,
you
it
need
would
to
be
start
fine.
just weed eating your house and mow everywhere else.
Are you going to weed eat 2 acres, David? I'll pay you.
You got the farm and everything anyway. Get you some goats and turn on most of it.
I'd love
Yeah,
to have
we're
goats.
gonna-
I thought about that.
I thought about, well, it's just too much for a stamp deck.
Now, they do make Troy-Bilt and Cub Cadet. They do make a that kind of deck you're talking about. The fixed deck, what's it called? Fabricated. They do got a
Yeah.
fabricated deck on there. One of them do, but I'm not that rich. When I started over, I ain't gonna lie to you. I went to Aaron's because they had a deal going on that said, come in, sign papers, get approved, and walk out the door with no money down, not even the first payment, till the next month for 30 days.
Huh.
What I do, I go over there, fill out the paperwork, they call me back, come get this mower. So, and that's how I ate. And I've been running it for,
Yep.
this October will be 2 years. This coming
See,
21
my-
October.
I'm not sure, but when I bought mine, we are right on the Oklahoma line. I'm like a mile away in my dealership. Like
$68.
basically half of it's in Oklahoma and half of it's in Missouri. But I told them, well, I can just go across state line and not have to pay sales tax. Is that true everywhere?
That's for sure.
Like if I buy a mower out of state, I don't have to pay sales tax on it?
It all depends on where you're at and what what their laws are.
Because Oklahoma, if I bought it in Oklahoma, I wouldn't have to pay sales tax.
So here's how
they-
it works here.
Sales tax.
So Oregon, where my deal is, they don't have sales tax. Where Idaho, you do. So I can go over there and buy it, and I have to pick it up over there, and I don't pay sales tax. If he delivers it over here to Idaho, I have to pay sales tax on it.
Yep.
But if I pick it
gotta
up
play the
over
game.
there, I don't have to pay sales tax.
Yeah, you just got to play the game.
So you can do
No.
that for everything except vehicles. If you're an Idaho resident, you buy a vehicle in Oregon, you still got to pay Idaho sales tax.
But yeah,
Powers,
I've
the
got-
Snapper Pro is a fabricated deck. It's not a stamp
I've got
deck.
extra decks. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Hang on,
You
Mikey.
got extra what?
Quit.
Mowing decks.
Mowing decks?
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to have extra parts.
Yeah, and then the dang hoe where the grass comes out. It's huge.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so big. Yes, Crystal, get your mind away from there.
No, I didn't hear you.
I think
I'm sure.
Well, guys, I believe I'm gonna head to bed.
You're probably already there.
It's going to be about going out here pretty quick, too. Vicky's already gone to bed. The lights are all out in the house.
Uh-oh, she's in bed.
That's way past
Yeah,
my
we're
bed.
gonna- My gosh, David, yeah, it's 10:45 there.
Yeah, it's
Guys,
going to turn
thanks
into
for
a
having me
pumpkin.
up.
Do what?
I said, thanks for having me up. I'm going to go ahead and duck on off, too.
All right. See you, Mikey.
See you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna head off. Bye, Mikey.
All right,
Good
well-
seeing you.
Thanks
you
for
later,
having me up. I appreciate it.
Hey, anytime. We're on here a couple times a week usually.
Oh yeah, I'm on a live every night. So on somebody's channel, I'm always on a live.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that, too.
Well, it's going to end here soon, Mark. We're going to be mowing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'd be eating dinner right now if we were in mow season.
Right.
And so, yeah, I don't get to do a whole lot of lives. Maybe on the weekend or something during the mow season. So it
Yeah,
just is
see, I
what it
think
is.
we're probably gonna, or at least, yeah, I'm gonna probably keep Sunday nights. I'm not sure about Thursdays, but Sunday nights probably for sure. You know, because that's 8 o'clock Sunday night, so that's not too bad.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, my lives will probably start going down too. She says I'll be live still, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
will
don't
to a
know.
certain extent.
I guess I'll catch
Oh.
y'all later.
Okay,
hey,
David.
thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Keep up your good work there, bud.
All right. See you, Chris.
Appreciate it. Nice meeting you, Doug.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, guys, we're do what, Mark?
with these live streams this year, everybody got a little bit closer though, because we had a lot of
That's
time.
fun. We enjoy it.
Yep.
Yeah, but everybody calls me cranky.
Everybody knows you all too well.
Well, making the stink eye face.
Well, usually now, if we're nice, we can talk Laura into getting on with us. So she's usually here a lot, but she doesn't like to get on camera a whole lot. So, oh yeah, so she comes on sometimes if we talk to her nicely about it. And
Right.
sometimes Mark's seen her once or twice, but that's about it.
Yeah, because
You'll see her in our videos. She's the one running the weed eater.
yeah, the granddaughter was here all day long, all the whole day again. So Vicky
Oh.
wasn't coming up. She's just too tired.
Tired, yeah.
Hey, I was in the video he done today.
Yeah.
There you go.
I enjoy doing the lives. It's so much better than talking on the phone or
Oh yeah, it is.
texting or Instagram or Facebook or whatever.
Because you're talking face to face, basically.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
whole
put a
thing.
face with who you're talking to and
Yeah.
the channels, and like me and David, we talk quite a bit. Me and Drew, outside of Facebook or outside of YouTube, we still talk quite a bit.
Right.
So I've actually made friends from lives. Not
Yep.
just acquaintances or
You've
the
got
friends
friends?
that I got 2 and I paid for them. Okay, leave me alone.
That was funny.
All right, guys, I think we'll call it here. I'm gonna go get some stuff done and get ready for bed tonight. And
Yeah, we
Get
gotta
up
get
in
the
the
kids
morning.
to bed. I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody coming in. Doug, I appreciate you coming
Yeah,
up.
bud.
And Mark, as always.
Yeah.
It's nice
Yes.
to meet you.
I'm always looking forward to your lives because it's always good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we just hang out and have a good time. Talk
uh,
about whatever we want to talk about.
that's
what-
right.
You never know what you're going to talk about. That's for
That's
sure.
exactly right.
All righty, guys. Have a great evening. We'll see you later.
Yep, see you later. I'm out of here too.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Daryl, yeah, we're blessed. I don't know if she works beside me, or if she just goes out there with me. But either way.
Really?
Well, guys, we're going to get off here, and everybody in the chat, we appreciate you coming in as always. And if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button, and have a good night, and we will see you, what is today, Saturday? Yeah, we'll probably see you, I don't know, next day or two. But we always appreciate you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye, Daryl.